MotorCity ACL regional of January. My name is Jason with MotorCity Cornhole, and we are going to be bringing you live from last year from Board 1, Year 1, all ACL day. We're bringing this in the morning yet? Oh my goodness, all day on Board 1. And it's a little choppy on the audio. Give me a second. All right, working out a few audio issues here. We're going to see if we can't figure that out. Once again, our choppy audio. We got new audio equipment on the way. Hopefully, going to figure that out. Should be better. All right, guys, that should be better as we're heading into board 1. Let me know in the chat there how it sounds. We're going to get this one going underway. Don Cup, Alex Weaver. Just finished up a long weekend last weekend up at the Big Freeze under the bridge. Hopefully, if you guys weren't there, you were at least watching. And we're right back at it this weekend for the ACL Regional. Ooh, big bag from Don. And I managed to get Alex's bag to fall with. I'm going to get out of that first round. Watch this. There we go. Okay, I think I got it. I've been talking to myself for about the last 10 minutes, guys. So thanks for bearing with me. Let's see if that sounds any better. All right, I think we're all set there. Let's check the rest of them, make sure we're good on all of them. Yep. Okay, I think we're good. Ooh, hey, Will, thanks for pointing that out. I appreciate it. I've been sitting here all day talking to myself if nobody had said anything. Will, you're in the chat now. Now you got to tell me, go ahead and hop in there and let everybody know what's happening. You guys are doing some stuff out at Holly Meadows today, right? Let everybody know here if they're watching, if they want to brave the snow and drive out to Holly Meadows to play some cornhole this afternoon. Let them know how and where and what is going on. Oh, sounds like we got the music on. Luckily, you guys couldn't hear me. You couldn't hear the lack of music in the room as well. A little help from Code Red, even though she's not here today. I think they finally got her login. All right, if you guys aren't reading along in the chat, Will says Holly Meadows in Capac, Michigan today, 1 o'clock. A switch into a blind draw. Great atmosphere, awesome venue, and if Will's going to be there, there's going to be some pretty cool people out there as well. So if you're out in that area, if you're up north of us here, you're up by that I-69 corridor running out of Port Huron, and you want to go play some cornhole up in Capac, go check out Holly Meadows. 1 o'clock today, switch into a blind draw. If you're down here by us right now, you better leave soon, though. You don't know how long it's going to take you to get out there with these roads. Hopefully, it doesn't get too much worse because, like I said, there's a lot of people from all over the place here today. People that have driven hours to get here, and we want to make sure that they get home safe. As Don Cup, after that last round, finally takes a big lead in this one. This getting back and forth with these two the whole first half of the game. Feels a little more comfortable in here with the music playing. It's not just my voice in my ears. It's very when the room is quiet and empty. Ooh, that is the worst. As Don is going to pick up a couple more. They're going to go 14-7 now over Alex Weaver. As it looks like we have on board two, Mike McClanahan and Jordan White still going at it. Board three, Jacob Hill and Chase White just getting ready to start over on board three. Bag left for Alex. Good finish for Don. Alex looking to limit the damage here to only two. Oh, but he's off to the right. That's going to be four more. Don Cup going to go up 18-7. Lisa wants to know, is it cold here? Not as cold as it is outside. It's comfortable in here. It's this is cornhole hoodie weather, I think, in the building today. I think as the day goes on, obviously everybody in here throwing, moving around, warming up. It's going to get warmer as we go. Will, you're gonna have to get together with your friends up there at Holly Meadows and pick out Sunday and let me know. We'll drive. We'll make the drive. We'll make the sacrifice here at What About Cornhole. We will come all the way up there, bring our broadcasting equipment, and we can even go live from a Holly Meadows event just to kind of get awareness out there, let everybody know who you guys are, let them see your facility and what you guys can do out there in K-Pac. Have broadcast equipment will travel. That's a sign I hang around my neck everywhere I go. Got John Spear in the chat, not coming up for singles today. Ooh, as Don leaves that one short, big opportunity here for Alex as he goes for the and one and hits it. That is a 12 on 4 for 8 for Alex Weaver. Let's take a look at that here. There's Don with the short board, unfortunately, and here comes Alex. Oh, tell me we got it. There it is with the and one. I absolutely love that shot. All of a sudden now from 18 to 7 to 18 to 15 in just one bag. That's why I say there is no lead safe here in Cornhole. Alex going to try to force the issue now, put that block right in Don's way. Don tries to sit behind it, kicks a little far left, not out of play for him. And Alex cleans up the front here, but I think he's going to go. I think he went to go through it and ends up off to the left even further. Oh, does Don go up after this? He does. He doesn't go up, but he tries to slide into it. He gets a piece of it, but not enough. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to pick a Sunday where we'll make sure Kelly's off of work. Find out the dates of what's going on with the next regional here in February, and we'll find a Sunday we want to because we really want to come out there. We love you guys, everybody out there. Everybody we saw last week at the Big Freeze rocking their Holly Meadows gear, which by the way, let me know what I got to do to get one of those, and we'll make our way out there. We'll come have some fun with you guys for sure. Question is, who lives near the venue? Because if I'm making that drive, I'm going to have a few pops. I might not be able to drive home. Just a heads up. Somebody might need to have a couch for me to crash on. Oh, good bag from Alex. Rolls up and over, but too far. Sits on the back of the hole. And this bag in from Don is going to do it. Don Cup taking down Alex Weaver here in the first game of Tier 1 here on Board 1, Motor City Cornhole Regional. And we are going to get right into our next one as soon as they submit that and update it. And it looks like it's going to be Jace Fleischer and Jared Shermer. Don says, I find that hard to believe. Oh, there you go. Don says, first regional win in 2 years. I said, no way. He goes, I haven't played one in 2 years. Oh, that makes sense. You know what? Let's take a look real quick. We got some new toys we're playing with here. Let's see if we can do this. Take a look here at the Ultimate Sports Center where we are broadcasting from today. We got all these boards in here. We have, I think, 3-4 racquetball courts full of boards just outside of this room. So plenty of room to play. And of course, today we don't love it when it's small, but it makes it easier to get the broadcast through because the bracket's only 13 players. We're going to run through this real quick and then get into doubles here in a little bit. So if you guys are at home waiting to come up for doubles, don't wait too long. Talking to you, Mr. Spear. Are you coming up for doubles today or not as we watch Jeremy and Jace finish up with their down and back? Derek saying Jace doesn't miss. He missed 3 bags against him, and he shot over a 9. You shot a 9.5? There's nothing worse than shooting 9.5, 10 and losing to somebody who just doesn't miss. And Jace is that good. And if you guys don't know, if you're watching out there and you don't know who Jace Fleischer is, pay attention because you're going to find out this kid is, without exaggeration, one of, if not the best in the state. But then again, we got all the other great kids here too. I'd say Jack McKinney sitting over on the wall there. I saw Chase White walking around here somewhere. So like all the big young names. We just saw Alex play against Don Cup in the last game. All the big young names are here today. Ooh, Jeremy pushes that one, goes for the big push, ends up off the back to the right. Jay's going to clean up the front, put his hands in his pockets, walk away, add that score total up, and he's going to pick up 3 here in the first round. I've said it before and I'll say it again. And even at a turnout, a regional with a turnout like this, because of the weather, because it's January, we got a big snowstorm rolling in right now. Not a huge turnout in numbers, but talent wise, I defy anybody to put together a better group of talent than I think the state of Michigan can. We saw it on display last weekend, and we see it here again in small numbers here at this regional. And of course, if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, that is with that huge push shot, Jace Fleischer there on the left, on the right in his ACL Pro Bush's Best Beans cornhole jersey is Jeremy Schermerhorn. Jace goes in for a 12. Jeremy looking to only give up 4, and that's what's going to happen. 7-0 quick lead for Jace here in this one. Jace with his first miss of the game there off to the right. Jeremy's going to force him into some shots here. Ooh, he sits on top of Jeremy's. Jeremy going to stick with the slow side. Going to go up. Ooh, and it hits the airmail, grabs a piece of Jace's, moves a little closer to the hole, but still sitting right on top of Jeremy's bag. Jace looking to do the same thing, but grab a little more. His comes in low on that one, but bounces off the back. Now we're going fast side, little bar of soap here from Jeremy. There it is. Oh, but he doesn't get it. Ends up off the back as well. Jace goes in for a 7. Jeremy looking to go in for a 9, pick up his first points of the game. There it is. We'll hear somebody's phone ringer going off in the background. I think I turned my phone ringer off in about 2008 and haven't turned it back on since. As we take a look while these guys are playing, let's take a look at some of the other action going on over on board 2. Steve Gray and Bryce Ott about to start over on board 2. That should be a good one. And Chase White up 8-0 on Hilly over on board 3. And it looks like we're going to get Jordan White and Maya up next here on board 1. So it looks like right there, that'll be a good one as well. Jordan, of course, up for the shot of the weekend after last week's big freeze under the bridge, him against Cole. And after going through all the voting, going through everything in all the comments, looking around, we haven't told Jordan yet, but he is going to take home the shot of the weekend last week from the big freeze under the bridges. Jeremy shakes his head, pushing that one off the back. Luckily, Jason misses his last bag off to the right and only going to give up 3. Could have been much worse. Yes, John, that's exactly why I never return your calls. I set my phone down. I check it every couple hours. Never hear the thing go off. Spoon, what's going on? Eric saying he's got Bryce Ott to win it all. The kid's been on an absolute tear. He has. He's been shooting the lights out lately. I made a good run last week at the freeze, hoping to make a good run here today. Here's the problem, though, and doesn't matter how hot of a tear you get been on the mountain that you have to climb here at one of these regionals. When you got Maya and Don, and you got right here Jace and Jeremy, and you got Johnny Boy walking in over to say hi, and you know Josh Turner, Jack McKinney. There's just so many big names you got to take down if you want to get to the top of the hill. As Chase up now, big 13-2 on Jeremy. Another guy who made the drive for the regional today. He's up near, I think, the Flint Davidson area where he comes down from normally. What about an hour drive? A little more than an hour drive. I can't imagine how long it took him this morning. Oh, good round for Jeremy, picking up much needed points. No, not live on YouTube today, just here on Facebook, but all of the regional will be posted up on YouTube a little later this afternoon. Once we get all finished, I'll take it home, break it down, post it up on YouTube. We are working on getting going live on YouTube as well. We need to upgrade one piece of equipment, and then we'll be ready to go because then we can stream both live on YouTube and on Facebook, bring it to everybody. But right now we are just here on in Facebook land. They are. You're right, Lisa. And MVP just for making the drive. You're not wrong. Oh, as Chase goes up at the airman, misses it there, ends up off the left side of the board, but still picking up a point. And I was texting Zach earlier in the week because my, Jill hopping in there saying hi. We wish you were here too. Um, Patty Sex saying have a great day, Jason. Thanks you guys as well. Yeah, I drive for a living. If you guys don't know that, believe it or not, this is not what I do professionally. I know that's hard to believe. As Jace takes off his hoodie here, and he's just going to get comfortable there in his ACL Pro jersey. He says Jeremy's going to show off his. I'm going to show off mine as well. But I drive for a living. I drive a truck, a semi, and my work has been freaking out all week about this snowstorm that's hitting right now. So I called Zach. I said, "Are we still doing this Sunday? Because I hear it's going to be a big snowstorm." And Zach said, "If people are going to show up, we're going to do it." So here we are. People showed up, and we are doing it. It's Jason a little too much with that roll, ends up on the back of the hole. Jeremy with a big step out. He is staying slow side. Going to go big slow side push here. Is he thinking roll? Oh, he's thinking airmail all day, and he hits it. Collects his bag there on the left and leaves everything else. This time the roll for Jace works. You can see him shake his head. Can't believe the first one didn't work, but that one did. Got up, around, and over. Ooh, Jeremy too hard on that last bag. Jace with the roll again. Oh, but just like his first opportunity, got a little too hard. Ends up sitting on the back of the hole. That's going to be a 7-on-6. Jeremy picking up another point. Tom Walter. Oh, jealous. He says he is watching from Florida. Well, you guys need any regionals down there broadcast in Florida? I'll again, yeah, have equipment. We'll travel. If you guys need something down in Florida, just let me know. Gladly head down there for a little bit. Nope, Lisa. Nope, we don't do that here. Sorry, we don't do that here. Oh, Chase missing that one off to the right. Ooh, you can see the frustration building up there as slowly but surely, little at a time. 1, 2 here, 1 point here, 2 points there. Trying to climb back in this game. Good job there from Jace to block up that hole. It's not exactly what he wanted. He kind of brought Jeremy's bag back into the hole for him, and Jeremy's going to go up, try to cut around it. It did cut, but just not enough to get in. Jace, I think, ends up knocking in Jeremy's. His is still hanging beneath that bag. You can see there. He's still got one hanging in the hole there under his bag. Can Jeremy get around with this one? Stepping way out. Does get around, takes one of Jace's with him. Now Jace also stepping way out with the fast side cut. Gets a piece of it, but not enough. You can see it flopped all the way up there. Started to fall back in, but just not enough momentum to keep going. Oh, look at those numbers already up over 50 people watching at home. I guess that's where everybody is today. They're not here. They're at home watching. It doesn't matter whether you're here or you're at home watching. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for tuning in here to the Motor City Cornhole ACL region for the month of January. Chase struggles in the middle of the game, continues as he pushes that one off the back. Jeremy taking an extra breath after that sees a golden opportunity to really get back into this one. It's ACL Pro versus ACL Pro here on board one. Oh, great bag. Jeremy gets side by side and about a third of that bag hanging in the hole now. Jace just going to clean everything up. Looking back at score, realizes that Jeremy has been closing in, and now he's got an opportunity to get back within four. After that fourth bag goes in, Jace follows him, but he's still going to give up three to Jeremy. And a producer looking to pull up the bracket right here so we can see just exactly where it's going to be. A small bracket. It is. We're going to move through it quick. We're going to get into the semifinals really fast, and then could be looking at possible combination of tiers when we get to doubles, depending on who's going to show up and play for doubles today. Jeremy needed that one with one bag off to the right. He's been slowly climbing back into the game. Doesn't want to give that momentum back. But with one bag missed already, now possibly four if Jace can get in clean here. When he can, I'm going to put Jace up 18-10 now. As we take a look at the bracket. Ooh, that's a bit jumpy, isn't it? They don't make it easy. This is, of course, this is our first game in the elimination bracket here on board one. Sitting in the winner bracket semifinals right now, Chase White waiting for the winner of Jack McKinney and Don Cup. And that game is just about to get started over on court 3. So hopefully we're going to bring you that winner bracket semifinals and then the finals as we get into them here. We got a couple more games to wrap up before we get that far in the bracket. But you can see, maybe it's less than an hour. We're already getting into the semifinals here in the winner bracket. This, of course, an elimination bracket game. Winner moves on. Loser done for the day in singles. Jeremy, who hangs that one there on the right side, does move Jace's bag. I think one to fall. They'll both fall. Goes airmail, and God, was I wrong on that one. Only Jeremy's fell. Jeremy, can he get in clean and pick up 2 here? Goes fast side and does. Uses Jace's bag to slow that fast side down and slips in the front of the hole there, just in the front of the hole. Great finish from Jeremy. Needed that after giving up 4 the round before. He's got to be extremely careful here. He cannot afford. Oh, Jeremy looking for a little board correction on the right side. That looks good. Okay. Can't afford many mistakes here. Down 18-12. I've got Michigan's official cornhole photographer sitting next to me here. He is scrolling through some pictures from last week's Big Freeze Under the Bridge. He's already posted a few of them out there. If you guys haven't seen them already, go check him out over there on Johnny Boy Productions on Facebook. You'll see a few of the pictures already posted. He hasn't posted the bulk of it yet. Still going through, picking the best ones, making everybody look good, to getting them edited down, and he'll have a lot more for you here in the coming days. But I get a wonderful sneak peek as he's sitting here at the table with me, checking out some great pictures. Becky Fleischer going, let's go, Jace. Ooh, and here is an opportunity here for him with two bags in front from Jeremy. Jace rolls over. What a bag from him. Jeremy now stepping out. Is he sticking slow side or is he going to go fast? He is going fast side, going for the hard push here. Oh, knocks in Jace's and the rest of his bunch up. Jace, I don't even know, is at 9-6 right now. Jace doesn't even have to throw that bag. He's not going to. That for this one. Let's see what we have coming up next. I think we know what it is. We'll be right back. Hang out, everybody. All right, we're back here. Jordan White and Maya. They're going to be up here in just a second. I see Jordan making his way to the board now. Maya, oh, just realized she's up. She's getting up as well. We take a look here at the Ultimate Sports Center. You can see some games going off there on the background. You see over there Jacob Hill and Mike McClanahan playing on board one. I'm sorry, on board two as we get ready for board one action here. Oh, there's Jordan. Oh, hey, Joe, what's going on, buddy? That's me. Hey, guys, how are you? Let's see if we can get this camera back moving over here. Here we go. I headed the wrong way. I don't want to be on camera. I only want to be on mic. You don't need to see me. Look, there's over here. Let's see who we got over here. Oh, there's Chase and Jay sitting over there. We head back here on after seeing what the rest of the place might look like. You can see Lou and April in the background over there at the table on the right side of the screen. That is where they run the tournament from. Two of the greatest when it comes to run tournaments. Jordan White and Maya are going to get ready to go here on board one. Looks like Haley is up 2-0 over on Mike on board to board three. Jack McKinney up 11-5 on Don Cup. Looks like Jack is wearing his ACL Pro jersey as well. Everybody's busting out their big dogs today. Except Maya, look at her. Look at her in that. Is that a little flowery blue and pink and a red clutch cornhole tank top. They make some of the coolest stuff for Maya. She knows what she likes. They know what she likes, and they make some of the coolest stuff for her over there at Clutch Cornhole. Yeah, listen. I worked on that a lot yesterday, trying to figure this camera out. It took me most of the day to figure it out. No instruction manual came with it. I couldn't find an instruction manual online. I've got a remote control. I don't know if you guys could see when I was scrolling. I had a remote control in my hand that controls the camera. The problem is the sensor for the remote control is on the front of it, so you guys can't see it from the camera view itself. But I actually took one of Kelly's old makeup compacts and taped it to the side of the camera so I can use the mirror on it to read the remote control as I'm trying to control the camera. It's really an interesting setup and just kind of a tester setup. I got a couple of newer remote controllable cameras like this. I'm looking at them, eyeballing them to add to the system. And I just wanted to kind of test this one out and see how it works. Big shout out to our friend over at Yo's Cornhole, because he is the one who let me use this camera just to kind of test out. He said, "Here, try it, test it out, see if it works for you." And so far, it's worked. I really like it. We're gonna have to get a couple more of them as we get this one underway. Maya up 4-0 after against Jordan. Whereas if you weren't 100% sure, that is Maya there on the left, Jordan on the right. Great bag for Maya to clean up the front and collect hers from the back. And Maya in for a 10. Jordan looking to get on the board for the first time. Oh, but he catches the front of the board, picks that bag to the right, doesn't make it all the way up to the hole. He's going to get out of that one with a wash. Yes, more than likely. If you saw someone dancing in the background, it was, I see Zach, TJ, and Lindsay all over there in a conversation. So any one of them, if not all of them, could have been dancing at some point in time. I wouldn't put it past any of them. We'll say saw Stanky Leg out there somewhere. I was not paying attention, but it wouldn't surprise me. Jordan stepping out here, going fast side, looking for the cut, collect. Ooh, gets a piece of it, but not enough. And I gave up 2 more there to Maya. Oh, Maya coming in a little hot there with her fourth bag, kind of pops over the hole. Ooh, Jordan looking to go in front. Ends up knocking one of Maya's. I don't know how that one fell in off the back, but it did. As we look this game right here, winner bracket quarterfinal match. Winner goes on into the semifinals. The other quarterfinal matches, Chase White already took down Jacob Hill. Jack McKinney, Donald Cup playing for the one of them. The other, Jace Fleischer and Zane Croats, has not started yet. But this is a winner bracket quarterfinal match. Winner goes on to the winner bracket semis. We're saying there's some shooters out here, and you are not wrong. I mean, the amount. First of all, the amount of talent in the state of Michigan to begin with is huge. But then you boil it down, and you have a regional on a Sunday when it's snowing out. Only the best of the best are coming out, and that's what we have here today. Maya missing that one left and off the board. Jordan again. That's twice now I've seen him catch the front of the board there, and that bag just kicks right on and does not have enough steam to get up to the top of the board. But he is going to pick up one there as Maya has one off the back. Finally, on the board. And if you guys want to come out and you can look, you can play where the pros play. We've got a lot of pros in the building here today, and we are, of course, at the Ultimate Sports Center at Redemption Bar, right on the corner of what are we at? Little Mac and Martin. No, I'm sorry, Little Mac and Masonic here in Roseville. and they host cornhole events. I shouldn't say they are the venue for cornhole events hosted by our friends over at Uncensored Cornhole. There at Uncensored Cornhole. They are here every Friday night for Redemption Fridays. Bags fly at 7 o'clock. It's usually a a switch into a bracket. This past Friday's huge, huge bracket. I think they had almost 80 players in the switch. They broke it down into two brackets, and it was one of the most fun night of cornholes you'll ever have. Look, you can have cornhole like these guys right here taking, obviously this is very serious, right? At a regional, big regional points up for grabs. All the best players in the state are here right now, and well, most, not all, most of the best players in the state are here right now, and very serious. But if you want just a cut loose, have fun Friday night of cornhole, there is not a better place in the state. I will tell you this now. I've been all over the place, been to cornhole venues, been with different cornhole companies, watched how everybody runs their stuff. There is not a better company to run an event. There is not a better company to have more fun while playing cornhole than our friends over at Uncensored Cornhole. And they are right here at the Ultimate Sports Center at Redemption Bar every Friday night at you come out and check them out. Jordan down 8-0 early in this one. Has managed to claw his way back now, only down 3. And what a bag from Jordan there to bring that one all the way back up to the hole. As Maya now is the one who catches the front of the board and does not get all the way up. But that bag is right in Jordan's way. And you can see there, he clipped it as he tried to slide up the board. Maya trying to go up, ends up off the back of the board. Big push here from Jordan. Gets around his bag, but not in. He's in line for at least 3, maybe more, depending on what Maya does with her last bag here. She's going up again. This time she hits the airmail. That is going to tie us up at 8. Nicole says Friday night was fantastic. See, look, read the chat. I'm not a liar. When I tell you something's right, it's right. And Friday nights here at the Ultimate Sports Center at Redemption Bar with Uncensored Cornhole, the best Friday in cornhole. Because you got all your cornhole action right here, just outside this room here. They got karaoke going all night, so you can throw some bags, sing some karaoke. The bar is out there. They got food. They got everything you need right here. And there's not a better, more fun group of people on a Friday night than you'll find right here. And I'm not just saying that because last Friday my boy came up and dominated everybody and took home first place. That's just, that's what happens every once in a while. But drink, play, sing. That's right. That should be the tagline. That should be the new tagline for Friday nights. Redemption Fridays with Uncensored Cornhole. Drink, play, sing. Meanwhile, just talking to Zach earlier, he is looking into dates for the February regional, and we are going to be looking at that and figuring out just exactly when that's going to be. And as soon as we know, we'll let everybody out there know so you can come out next week and actually be here and play with us. And if for some reason you can't, you can always watch it right here. All be live cornhole action right here on the Winbag Facebook page. And I don't know that there's been an official announcement yet, but if you were around last week for the big freeze under the bridge, or you watched it here on our live feed, we have tentative dates set for next year. It is going to be the same weekend in January. The dates are going to, right now, again, tentative 15th, 16th, and 17th. Pretty sure we have those locked in, but don't quote me on that yet. But just go ahead and get ready. You have exactly 1 year to get ready. There are no excuses. You know what I want to do? I want to broadcast all the big freeze next year, and I want my viewership to be 0 the entire time. I don't want anybody to watch my live feed because I want to be there in the room playing cornhole. And you have a year now. There is no excuse for you to not be there. It was the biggest and the best event outside of an ACL or an ACO major here in the state of Michigan. It was the biggest and best event this state's seen in cornhole, possibly ever, and we're going to make it bigger and better next year. Jeff, this right here, the Ultimate Sports Center, where we're playing right now, is located in Roseville, Michigan. It is right on the corner of Little Mac and Masonic. I will get an address so you can Google it. I don't have it sitting in front of me right now, but I will get it for you. But it is in Roseville, Little Mac and Masonic. Um, it can be a little deceiving because right on the corner is a big hotel. This is actually around the entrance to the Ultimate Sports Center, and Redemption Bar is around the back side of the hotel on the, would that be the south facing wall of the hotel? So it's in the same, but it is completely separate from the hotel, but right there at the corner of Masonic and Little Mac in Roseville. Thank you, Nicole, jumping in with the answer. I think I've got a little bit of a delay between when the chat shows up where I can see it and when I respond. So Nicole hopped in there with the assist before I could get a chance to. Thank you for that. Is this one just a battle? As Jordan battled his way back down 8-0, and now only down 10-8, and they just keep going back. And neither one of them wants to give up an inch. They know the opportunity is here in this great. Oh, what a bag from Jordan! He almost does it again. Almost the mirror image of the shot that he hit last week at the Big Freeze under the bridge. This time couldn't get it to fall. Oh, look, I don't even have to go get the address. Nicole's got the Google Maps right there in the chat. Good on you, Nicole. Appreciate that. Look, Chris already calling everybody out. He says, no, he says, everybody else go home. It's going to be Jace Fleischer and Chase in the finals. Wouldn't be the first time we've seen it. Won't be the last. The question is that what the final's going to be? Going to have to get through a huge pile of great shooters first. Jordan just can't get that one to fall. All right. Well, Chris, I'll tell you what. Let's go one further. You called a Chase Jace final. If you think it's going to be a Chase and Jace final, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, is the my most hated game. I love watching it. I hate calling a Chase Jace final, a White Fleischer final with me. Actually, it's probably what I should have been doing the whole time instead of Chase and Jace. But if you're going to call a Fleischer and White final, then you got to step up right now and tell me who's going to win. You've already picked the final. If it ends up being Fleischer and White and you pick the winner, we're going to send you out some What a Bag gear. How's that sound, Chris? Tell me who it's going to be. As these two just keep battling here on board one. Neither one of them willing to give. Who's going to break first? Where's that first big round going to come from here in the middle part of this game? Jordan trying to force the issue with a first bag block. Oh, but then misses his next one off to the left. Maya easily getting around it. She pushes through that big pile, but leaves one there on the left. Can Jordan get in clean? No, he's off to the left again. They're going to wash out one more time. Andy says Chase. Kyle says Chase. Chris says Chase edges him. I think you mean edges him out. Got to be careful in your wording there. But Jace been throwing amazing bags lately. Are you kidding me? Chase, Jace, and Jack, the three kids that have been really pushing this entire sport forward here in the state of Michigan, have been unbelievable. All three of them, unbelievable bags lately. Hey, no problem, Chris. You started it off. You made the call if it's a Fleischer White final and Chase wins, we're going to send you out some what a bag gear. That's what you get. You're the first one to hop in and make a bold prediction like that. Smile, bang, hits the airmail. Can Jordan clean up? No, off the back. And you asked for it. When was the first big round going to be? And that was it right there. Maya takes control of this game, picking up 5 on Jordan White, taking a 17-8 lead. First one in the chat with the bold predictions usually end up with the opportunity. This one was Chris. Chris says she hopes everybody has fun. That was last weekend. So everybody, this is serious now, right? These are ACL regional points on the line. Look around the room. There's a lot of serious faces. Everybody looking to take home those regional points today. Andy's going to take Jordan White to win it all. He's got to get through Maya here first. Of course, if he doesn't, this is not an elimination game, so he will just move down to the elimination bracket. He's going to go up and get it. Oh, he gets the airmail, but not the drag. Oh yeah, no, absolutely, Chris. A lot of these guys have been on TV. They've been on ESPN or CBS or wherever cornhole is broadcast nationally. I count myself amongst a very lucky group of people to be able to call games and broadcast some of these great shooters. I count myself extremely lucky to be able to be in the right spot at the right time with this just immense pool of talent that we have here in Michigan. Jordan missing that one off to the left. Now down 19-8. Cannot give up points like that in a game like this. I mean, that was just in for the wash, and you move on to the next round. You're giving away 3 points on your fourth bag. Jordan's going to have to be better than that if Andy wants to, if he wants to prove Andy's prediction right, that he's going to take it all. And look at that. This is what do we have, over 60 now watching at home live. Give you guys, make sure you give the post and the page a like and give it a share. Let's get this out to as many people as we can to see these great shooters. Jordan taking what is starting to become a norm amongst a lot of the younger players. They're down in a game when they need a breather. Their opponent throws the first bag and they immediately take a timeout without ever throwing a bag in a round. He's going to walk down, take a breather. He's going to change the music, play it in his ear, and make Maya lead it out after her first bag misses to the left. It's going to give her a minute to think about that miss and try to get into her head here. Although one of the hardest heads to get into is Maya. You can see just calm, cool, and collective. One of the most even keel players we have in the field. Jordan is he's from the area. It's difficult. The Metro Detroit area is so vast. And, there's really a huge cornhole presence here on the east side of the state from downriver, which is south of the city of Detroit, and I think Jordan is based down there, to where we are just north of the city of Detroit, and then it goes all the way up to where our friends up in like where Jeremy Schermerhorn, we saw him earlier, where he's from, up in the Flint Davidson area. You have the guys up there that play cornhole. So it's a huge area. So we got people coming from, an hour plus north. We have people coming from an hour plus south. We do see Jordan at some of these, although his regional director from Mother Shuckers, Josh Bates, is based down by him. So I think you'll see him more at those regionals than you will at these. Although he has been out to these before. He used to be a regular out at these when he moved out of state. Now he's moved back. So hopefully we will see more Jordan as the year goes on. Woodhaven, is that where Jordan's based out of now? I did not know exactly where. But yeah, there's a lot of great cornhole directors, ACL directors here on the east side of the state of Michigan. So it doesn't matter where you go, you're going to be able to find something. And the great part is all these great players can then travel. They can go down south, they can go further north, they can stay here. A lot of them travel to three, maybe four different regionals a month to make sure they can max out on all their regional points. Yeah, so like I said, you got Josh Bates a little further south and Mother Shuckers. They run a lot of ACL regionals down there every month. Then you have Motor City Cornhole here, kind of in the middle, and then a little north of us, up near the Flint Davidson area, is the guys Chaz over at Blue Collar Cornhole, who I believe Chaz is also the state director here in Michigan. And that's just here on the east side. You know, as you go branch out further into the west and north, there are even more ACL directors all over the state of Michigan. Obviously, just like everywhere else, but the fact that it's all kind of all the talent, all the directors, everything is just kind of compressed right here in Southeast Michigan is great for everybody that plays. There's so many options to go and play. As we finally see Maya going to finish off Jordan White here on board one. With that, while we're waiting for our next game to start, we're going to take a look at the bracket, kind of see where everybody's at, and then we are going to be back with another game here on board one in just a few minutes. So stick and stay. We'll be right back with you. All right, we're back here on board one, tier one, Motor City Cornhole ACL Regional for the month of January. My name is Jason from Wettabag Cornhole. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And Chris wanted it. He called it earlier in the bracket. He said that this is who he wants. Oh, sorry, not this. That's Jack McKinney. We don't. Sorry, Chris. I got a little ahead of myself. Jace is actually where we're playing on board two right now. But this could be a preview of what we see in the finals as we get into a semi-final game here in the winner bracket. Chase White, Jack McKinney. And somebody asked for the bracket. I did share the link to the bracket there in the chat. I don't have it where I can pull it up right now. I will work on that. Try to make sure we can get the bracket on screen for you guys so we can kind of see where we're at. So for now, you're just going to have to follow along at home on your phone. And don't worry, I'll tell you where we're at. I'll keep you updated as we get into this one here. And as you know, we look around trying to see where are we at. Well, we are at the Ultimate Sports Center at Redemption Bar here in Roseville, Michigan. If you want a fun place to come and play some cornhole, this is it. You got a giant room here with a bunch of boards. We got other rooms outside, just outside of this room where you can play. You can see that's the room we're playing in right there. And this is just a look at an uncensored Friday night up here and it's always full. It's always fun, and one of the like I said, one of the best and most fun places to come and play. You want a great group of people to play with? Come visit us at the Ultimate Sports Center at Redemption Bar. Right. So yes, is this on YouTube somewhere? No, right now we are just on Facebook. We're working on looking into broadcasting on YouTube as well, but Facebook is where we started, and for some reason, it's just where we are. We haven't moved over to YouTube yet. I'm looking to. I want to broadcast. I'd like to try to do both at the same time. We tried that last month. It originally worked, but we had some bandwidth issues. We couldn't manage to pull off both. So right now we're sticking with YouTube. We are looking to upgrade a few things so that we can get into both YouTube and Facebook. But if you go look for our What a Bag Cornhole on YouTube, you can see all the action from last week's Big Freeze under the bridge. And we're also going to put all of this action here where this is at and where's everybody at. Oh, hang on. Looks like we lost connection. All right, sorry. Are we lost? Looks like we lost connection there for a second, but I think we're back. You guys all out there watching? Sharon, but Chris, from Kansas, when you got a lot of cornhole out there in Kansas, a lot of places where you can go and play because we have and like I said, and trust me, we're not bragging, but we just have so many different places, different venues that we can go to and play out here in Michigan. That forget that it's not always like this. I mean, there's certain nights of the week that there's 5 or 6 different places you can go to play cornhole within an hour and a half drive of anywhere here in Metro Detroit. So we're extremely lucky here, and so you got to let us know. Chris says back. We're back. All right. So Chris, do you have a lot of? Is there a lot of places out there in Kansas to get out and play? Because we have some, not just great venues, but in the wintertime we have great indoor venues all over town. But in the summertime we have those indoor venues. But we also have, I mean, every weekend you can find 3 or 4 tournaments on a Saturday in different places around the city. There's always a place to play here, so it's fun because you can get out, and you can see all of these great players just out, and not even necessarily at a big of ACL event like this, but just at a normal tournament somewhere, and it's so much fun to watch them. And like I said, I get the great joy of being able to sit here and call these games. It's one of my favorite things I've ever done in cornhole. I enjoy this more than I do actually playing anymore, and a lot of that's because I'm pretty good at this and I'm terrible at playing cornhole. So stick with your strengths, right? Oh, that's tough. Chris says he has to play drive an hour plus to play out in Kansas. Well, Chris, you're going to have to pack your bags and head over here to Michigan one of these days and hang out with all these great players here. As we are this and this is the fun part about this game. It's so good. We're what 4 or 5 rounds in here, and heading to round 5 now, and just up 4-2 now. Jack McKinney over Chase White, and this could be a battle back and forth. This one could take a while. Let's see who's gonna really start to force the issue, or if we're just gonna go bag for bag and see who's gonna miss first. Yeah, no, you're 100% these other type of players that make you better. I've seen a shift here uh in Michigan since I started playing cornhole, where it used to be these are the type of guys you wanted to play against. You always wanted to play against the best because that's when you played your best, and force yourself to play up, force yourself to play better. There was a shift a couple of years ago where it seemed like everybody was just content with, hey, I'm in the middle division. I want to stay in the middle division. I don't want to force myself up. And when you do that, you find yourself plateauing in the game when you don't force yourself to play these higher level players. There's a reason that all these kids are good. All these kids hang out. All these kids play cornhole together. So, ooh, Jack misses that airmail, takes in Chase's bag. They all hang out together. They all play together. That's why they it's not the only reason, obviously, the hard work, but that's why they get so good, is because they get to play against each other all the time. As Chase goes up, hits the airmail, picks up 3. and there was the first big shot, both a miss and a hit. Jack missing the airmail, bouncing off the pile, and Chase hit clean on the backside. Shoot. It happens. It happens. Mr. Josh Sanchez walking by and saying hello, coming all the way up from the okay state of Ohio to shoot with us today. Been a while since I've seen him. Good friend of mine. Love to see when he's able to make it out to these events. Chase looking to clean up here. Oh, and he gets it with a cut collect. What a bag from Chase White. Jack McKinney going to go in, going to wash that one out. And as these guys are playing here, let's take a look real quick if we can. Some of the other games going down over on board 2. We got Jordan White up 4-0 on Steve Gray early now. And board 3, Jeremy Schermerhorn up 14-2 on Don Cup. He's leaving another block in front. Jack getting around it and taking it with him, shaking his head. He wanted to leave that one there. See if Jack can follow him in for a 12-12 wash. Ooh, of course he can. Hung up there on the back for a second. That one going in right out of his hand. And it looks like we have Maya versus Jace Fleischer in the other winner bracket semifinal match. That one is on deck to be right here on board 1 after this. This is one winner semifinal match. The other one coming up right after this. Chase with a rollback sits up on top. What's Jack gonna do? He is sticking with the slow side, looking to cut around. Ends up hanging up on that pile. Chase now going fast side. He's going to attack this pile. Try to bully Jack's bag out of the way. Oh no, I was wrong. He went fast side airmail. Jack again with the roll. This one gets up and over, but doesn't fall. Chase again going fast side. Does he go up again? No, he's going to go down and take a look at it. Is he thinking backside airmail again? Can he get in clean? With Jack's bag hanging there on the right. It is on the fast side. Or does he attack this pile? Well, he's taking a big step back. Does he go hard push at this? Does go hard push, tucks in one of his and one of Jack, sitting 8 on 5 right now. Jack with one bag left. He's looking fast side. He's going to give himself a hard push here. Ooh, bumps into the pile, kicks right, nothing. Falls, going to be 2 more for Chase White. Got a visit in the booth here from Mr. Motor City himself, Zach Olevnik. Wish I had my second mic out so you can hop on with me. But this man right here, one of the best at putting on these regionals with his team, sitting over there behind the desk. You can see him just behind Chase, Lou, and April. One of the best teams putting on these regionals. Zach put on the states tournament two states tournaments ago, right? Was it 2? Yeah. And I broadcast that whole weekend as well. That was an absolute blast. As Chase kind of bullies his own bag out of the way there, giving Jack an opportunity to get back into scoring ways. Ooh, and he can pick up at least 4 here, depending on how this round finishes up. Oh, no, he leaves that one too far left. Chase get a little bit of that hanging. Does he go up after it? Nope, he's just going to go in, take his 8. Jack, a little bit of a step out. He is thinking about going after this a little bit. Nope, doesn't get it. Going to pick up 2 more there. And once again, I see our numbers climbing up there in the views column. If you guys are watching this, make sure you give it a like and give it a share. Let's get these great players out to as many people as possible. They're not on ESPN and ABC every weekend, but you can find them here on the Wannabag page at least once a month during our ACL regionals. Oh, and as I say that, I see the likes come flooding in. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate that. Jack goes to sit behind, but it's a little too far left. Not really where he wanted that. Chase looking for a cut collect here, maybe a replacement bag. No, he rolls right over the pile. Andy is looking for a PPR check. Let's take a look at it. Jack McKinney throwing a 10.11, Chase White a 10.22. These guys are ridiculous. What a collect there. What a cleanup from Jack. Doesn't get his one on the left to fall, so Chase looking to cut around it. Pick up 2. Oh, but it's a little too far right. Doesn't cut on him, and they're going to get out of there. Jack happy to get out with a wash on that round. So 10-1-1 to 10-2-2 before that last round, and they both threw a 10 there. So that's not going to change much. Good back block from Jack. Chase, he's got that fast side down. I think we're looking at airmail here. Oh, bounces off his bag in front and off the back of the board. Jack with the roll gets up and over and just bangs on that left side. Chase going roll now and does the same thing. Now they're just piling up in front. Jack trying to figure out how he wants to play this. Looks like he's going fast side. No, he wants to go down and take a look at it. How much of that hole is open? What does he have to do to get, maybe he's looking at how to get that bag on the left there in the hole. He goes airmail. Bounces off the pop, but does take one of his and one of Chase's in. Sitting at 7-on-4 right now. Chase looking short airmail. Can he collect? No, he bounces off as well. Going to give up 3 to Jack there. Ooh, as the 90s alternative music keeps rocking in the background, making my day that much better. A little 3 doors down. And then the other side of the room, the Black Beast himself, if you can't hear him yelling, yeah, you know Maurice is in the room when you hear bagels from across the room. Ooh, Chase missing that one on the left side, and that is going to be out of play for him. He's not going to be able to bring that one back. And now he's got another one over there. That one's still in play, but now he's got 2 of them there on the left side. Jack, just if you watched the Big Freeze Under the Bridge last weekend, was the big winner of the weekend, taking home not only the cash prizes that he won in all the brackets that he played in, great collect from Chase to limit the damage there. Jack also took home the big $2,500 grand prize for the best shooter of the weekend. And if you were watching the broadcast, you saw it last weekend that not only did he get that big $2,500 check, but you know, when you win the lottery and they give you those comically large checks with your winnings on it, he got a comically large cornhole trophy board, about a third of the size of an actual cornhole board, that he got to take home with him along with his check for $2,500. So that big freeze, there is big money paid out because you have 3 tiers in all 5 different events. And in those 5 different events, each tier, all 3 tiers, first, second, third place, you're getting paid out cash plus that big cash prize at the end. So if you guys missed out on that this year, like I said, next year, tentatively the same weekend, but I think the 15th, 16th, and 17th next year. You have a year to make your plans to be here for that. There is no excuse, even from Kansas. Chris, you need to make sure you get all the way over here for that one. He's jacking out, picking up a couple more, going up 13-7 on Chase. This is a winner bracket semifinal match. Winner goes on to the winner bracket finals and a chance to play for the King seat. And Haley walking by with bags in his hand means he is still alive in the bracket. We'll take a look and see where he is. Haley, a fan favorite, of course, of us here over at What a Bag. Oh, Chris, I'm telling you, it's more than a great time, man. It is a full weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The hotel and the conference center where the cornhole takes place are all attached. Doesn't matter how cold it is outside. There's a beautiful view of the river. You can see Canada right over the river and the bridge that connects the two. 5 events over 3 days, just live cornhole action all weekend. Is Chase looking to get in? Can he get in without taking both of Jack's bags? Oh, no, he can't. He bounces off the back there. Big chance there for Chase trying to get in there clean, maybe only take one, ends up off the top. Put on by Yo's Cornhole. And it's the most fun weekend that I've ever had with cornhole, from beginning to end. An absolute blast, and the facilities were great. All the staff of both the hotel and the conference center, absolutely wonderful. And the amount of work that Rob Yo, his wife Nancy, and their whole team put into making the event happen, the amount of work that Tony and Jill from Uncensored Cornhole put in to help make sure everything ran smoothly throughout the weekend. Um, Everybody absolutely killed it last weekend. And like I said, if you weren't there, there's no excuse next year. You have a year's notice. You have, well, like 350 some days notice to make sure you're there for next year. Oh, Jack with a roll gets up and over, but it doesn't fall. It is sitting on the fast side, though. Can Chase get in without taking it? It's going fast side. Can he collect his and leave Jack's hanging on the right? No, he's going to take them all in. Make last bag a little easier for Jack now. Just got to go in. Chase going to pick up another one there, trying to claw himself back into this game. He's never really out of it. When you're down against a guy like Jack, it takes somebody with the ability of a Chase White to really get back into the game. Oh, there's Zach hopping in the chat saying still time to get up here for doubles. Doubles are going to start between 1 and 2 this afternoon. So if you're out there and you want to play doubles, come on up. I know at least one guy, Eddie, was here earlier. Eddie from Clutch Cornhole was here, and he wanted to play doubles, didn't have a partner yet. So plenty of opportunity to come on up and play still. And if I know Lou, like I know Lou, once we get through some of these games, uh, oh, you see Chase not happy with himself, wanted to get in clean there, ended up taking Jack's bag with him. There will be some sit and goes later for everybody that wants to play still. Playing an opportunity here at the Motor City Cornhole Regional. Yes, yeah, they are. They are very mature when it comes to emotional. It's fun to see them sometimes when the cameras aren't on them, because sometimes you get a different side of them where they are a little more emotional. But never negative, very rare negative emotions out of these kids. And a lot of times you'll see them uh, cheering each other on later in the bracket, and it's a lot of fun to watch the camaraderie between all these young guys. I guess they all hang out, they all throw together, they all
learn from each other, and that's why you see a lot of the very similar shots. The cuts and the rolls that a lot of them do. They challenge each other out there on the boards during practice and during other tournaments, so that when they get here to these big ones, man, they are ready to go. Joel saying great shooting, both Chase and Jack, and it's exactly what we've come to expect. I don't think we would expect anything less from these two guys. As Chase does miss with his seventh or his fourth bag there. Jack looking to clean up the front. Oh, but he leaves that one a little too hard there. Throws a little too hard on the fast side. Ends up clearing up the front, but sitting on the back. Chase got there with a wash. And I think I made one mistake coming here today. Not that coming here was a mistake, because by far, not even close. But the mistake that I made is I got a brand new pair of slippers, nice warm slippers sitting at home, and I left them there. Thank you, Tony Whalen, for that. But I did manage leaving those at home, so now my feet are a little chilly sitting here. Of course, I know Jill's watching, so she'll pass the word on to Tony. I know Tony is a hardworking man for the city of Madison Heights, out there driving the snowplow, clearing the roads right now so that all of us can get home safely. Chase stepping out, looking to bring this one back in. He's going to go with a slow side cut collect here. With that left to right cut, it cuts too much. Rings off the right side of the hole and sits on the back of the board. Jack is going to go in for 4, taking him up to 17. I did leave them. You know what? For a second, I thought about grabbing them, but for some reason I left them. And I'm telling you right now, it was a huge mistake living at home. They are quite possibly one of the best things I've ever owned. My brand new Ariat cowboy boot slippers. If you guys haven't seen them, we'll make sure we bust them out for the next regional. I'll show them off to you guys. League looking for a PPR check as we head into round 20 here. Let's take a look. Currently, Jack McKinney throwing a 10-1-7 to Chase White's 9-7-2. Let me refresh that just to make sure those numbers are accurate as we are going through here. Yes, 10-1-7 to 9-7-2. Jack McKinney edging out. Chase and also in the game. Well, Chase going to come there, fly back into it. Just this one had been out since 3 a.m. trying to get this snow cleaned up. Good on him. Look, you see somebody out there in a snowplow, you make sure you give them plenty of room. They're out there trying to make the road safe for you. Yeah, no, you're right. Well, it is too cold to leave the house in them, but I'll bring them with me and could have them on my feet right now. That's the problem. Getting here without them wasn't a problem. Sitting here all day without them, I think, is where the issue is going to lie. Joel's saying the audio is getting choppy again. Let's see if we can't figure that out. All right, I made a few adjustments. How does it sound out there? You got to let me know, because again, I got my headphones on, listening to myself and the boards. I can't hear what the audio sounds like out there. Sometimes it does get a little choppy. Again, we need to upgrade some of our audio equipment, and we're working on that as well. Constantly trying to bring you guys the best looking and sounding broadcast that we can. Nick says the roads are shit. Stay home. Can't stay home when I got games like this that I got to come call. The Stranger, Mr. Zephan Lazar, hopping into the chat. I haven't seen that guy in a while. Still choppy. All right, we're gonna work on that as we get going here, guys. We keep going through the bracket here. Try to make sure that this audio is good for you. Jack trying to clean up, stayed on the slow side, couldn't get it to fall. They are in round 22 right now. Round 22. Everything kind of piling up there on the right side. Chase with that nice left to right cut to get in the left side of that hole. Jack looking to roll over the pile. Ooh, what a bag from him. Chase with a roll back there. Can Jack get in here? He's going to look to give up only two. Does get it up and over. All right, I just checked on the audio on my side. Everything looks like it's working fine. You guys let me know out there. Is it still a little choppy, or am I coming through clear? Jill says I'm clear. Thank you for that. Appreciate it, Jack. Ooh, not happy with himself there. Wanted to catch more of his bag than Chase's and leave Chase's alone, but he got a piece of Chase's and moved it in closer to the hole, and now Chase is able to collect it. Chase on a bit of a run here, going to pick up two more there, bring the game within 2 points. Tony said a lot better. All right, great. Thanks, guys. Listen, I appreciate y'all out there letting me know, because I don't know unless you let me know. We're doing the best that we can here. Again, I am not a professional at this by any means. I like to call myself not just an amateur, but a semi-amateur. Started doing this. Let me tell you, I started doing this about 2 years ago with a 10-year-old laptop and some $20 Amazon webcams. That's where this whole thing started. Just in the driveway, had the idea one day, hey, why can't we broadcast like they do on TV? We just do it online. And I come from a bit of a podcast background, so I said I think we can do it. And I called up a bunch of my friends. I had like 5 people come over in the driveway one day a couple summers ago, and just had them throw bags all day while I worked out the kinks and tried to get the broadcast going. And we have definitely grown. We have upgraded equipment. We have gotten better since then, but we're reaching the limits of the current equipment that we have. So we're going to need to upgrade some stuff if we want to keep making the broadcast better for you guys. Jack not happy with his last bag there. Had an opportunity for points, left it on the board. No, I know that you know that I know. You're not wrong. There's a lot of knowing going on. And I love having you guys in the chat to talk to, because as much as I love hearing my own voice, there's something about talking to yourself all day without any interaction from you guys out in the crowd that just makes it a long day. So having you guys to chat back and forth with really helps a lot. So thank you guys for hopping in the chat and letting me know what's going out there in the real world. Bridget said I'm doing a great job. Thank you. We appreciate. Well, listen, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody. Unfortunately, the Hawkinses aren't here today, but we love when we get to see them come out, because just another great family of cornhole there. Everybody loves to play. Everybody loves to watch. And, even when you're not here, you're at home watching. So thank you. Was Jack misses there with his third bag again, not happy with himself. Chase can clean this up and get out of here with at least a tie in the game. Jack goes in here to only give up 2. Ooh, almost pushed that one off the back. That came in hot. Ron, the man Suarez, hopping in saying he shared the feed. Going to try to get some more viewers out there. Appreciate you. Joel saying loves your broadcast. What a bag. And also, what a game. You're not wrong. Jack McKinney up in this game. Chase has clawed his way back now to tie it at 17. This is a winner bracket semifinal match. So the winner of this goes on to play for the king seat. Oh, Steven, you got to plug that phone in, man. You can't go to bed with your phone die on you. Your alarm doesn't go off, and then you're not here. Chase just caught fire here in the second half of this game and was able to get all the way back now to tie the game. It's a race to 4. Who is going to miss first? It's not going to be Chase. Ooh, not going to be Jack either, as that one took its time ringing all the way around the home cell. Meanwhile, just over my left shoulder here, Jace Fleischer just with his bags in hand, getting a little antsy, waiting. He's up next here on board 1 with the other winner bracket semifinal match. 13 singles in open, Steven. So small but very talented field. The winner will play. The winner of this game is going to go on to the winner bracket semifinals, and they are going to play the winner of Jace Fleischer and Malin De La Cruz Gigante, otherwise known as Maya. For those of you that have been around long enough to know her as Maya, that is the winner of this game goes on to play the winner of that game. Yes, Chase. Ooh, takes its time, but it finally does fall for the 12. Jack gonna match him. Got another wash. Head back down the other way. Yeah, there's a lot of people here, man, that I've seen driving from quite a bit away. We got some downriver guys. We got some up north guys. We got a little bit of everything here today. I mean, I only drove 2 miles to get here, and I was questioning my life decisions this morning. So we are now in round 28 of this game. That's right. Do not adjust your screens. That number is correct. Round 28. Do we hit 35? That's the question. One more time. 12-12 wash. I love the confidence. Steven says, if I'd have just woken up 15 minutes earlier, I'd have been there beating these kids. I don't doubt it for a second. You know, we love having you here on the live stream. We love watching you throw. One of the OGs in the game. Chris, you're not wrong. All the sacrifice and work and time that these guys put in lead to what we're looking at right here. Round 29, tied at 17. Neither one of these players missed a bag in like 4 rounds. We've got a bunch up in the front now. The question is, who is going to hit the big shot? As Jack decides to sit behind Chase. You're right, that PPR did change. And while these guys take a time up and down the smile, let's take a look at what the PPRs are right now. Jack McKinney 10-3-2-2. Oh, look at that. Chase White also at 10-3-2. That's what happens in a tie game. Chase raising his PPR, 3/4 of a point in the last 5 or 6 rounds. See what he decides to do here. He is going to roll. Ooh, ends up kicking a little left. Nothing falls. Sitting 6 on 5 right now. Jack glass bag in hand. He is going roll as well. And ooh, I think he gets one of each to fall. One of Jack's and one of Chase's fall. So that's going to be an 8-8 wash. So go from 12-12 washes to 8-8 washes. And back down here on the left side. Johnny singing along back here behind me. I don't know if you guys can hear him at home, but karaoke not quite yet. I think you want karaoke. You come up here on a Friday night for the Uncensored Redemption Fridays with Motor City Cornhole. You'll get cornhole and karaoke. Oh, Ron, you put a blocker up on Steven Ochoa. Haven't you not learned anything? That might be the biggest mistake you can make is putting a blocker up on any Ochoa, no matter what the age. Ooh, there's the first real miss we've seen in quite a long time. Jack pushes that one off to the left. Chase looking to finish strong and pick up at least 2. Jack gets that one to fall. 19-17 now. Chase White finally in lead down all game. Came all the way back to tie it up at 17. Now finally takes the lead. 2 points away from moving on to the winter finals. As it looks like over on board 2, Jace and Maya are warming up. They're going to come right over here to board 1 as soon as this game ends. Ron, it's not a question of how often you play. Ask anybody in cornhole what's the one thing you don't do against an Ochoa, and put up a blocker will be the number one answer. Chase leaves that one hanging on the left side. Don't think, there goes. I don't think anybody's getting in without it. You see Chase just shaking his head there after that round. He thought for a second, just like I did, that thing rung around the back of the hole. I thought it was going to hang there, but it does fall. One of the advantages of, look, it's so cold outside today. It's not cold in the room by any means, but it is on the chilly side. So the boards have a tendency to be a little faster when it's dry and cold inside. And that's what you saw right there. That was a fast board that just allowed that bag to sling all the way around the back and fall in. I know you're talking about. I see him now. I didn't notice him before, but he's just standing there very stone faced with his hands in his pocket. He's not security. I'm not sure who he is. I don't recognize him. As we get just a traffic jam here in the front of the hole, Chase wants to go down and take a look at it. Each player with 2 bags in front. On the left are Jack's, on the right are Chase's. The front 2 bags for each of them are practically in, and the only thing holding them up are the back 2 bags. Get close on there. You can see those bags sitting right above the word Motor City are actually holding the 2 bags hanging in the hole from falling. So Chase trying to decide how he wants to attack this. Looks like he's made up his mind. He's got the fast side down. Hard push stays on, knocks 1 of each in. If Jack can clean up the front here, he can pick up at least 2. Then he pushes 1 left for Jack, 1 right for Chase. Chase wanted to get some of his, but he got a piece of it, but not enough to get it to fall. Can Jack get in clean, going fast side, just looking to sneak in the front. And he does. He's going to tie it up at 19 now. Back and forth we go, heading into round 33 now. Yes, Jill, I just noticed that we just hit over 100 viewers. So thank everybody out there for tuning in. Thank you for liking and sharing videos, getting it out there. Let's keep pumping those numbers up. As Chase puts up a block right there in Jack's way. Jack going to roll over. Kind of a cut roll around that bag. Chase with a great bag to move it closer, making it easier to collect. Jack's, wow, what a bag from Jack. Somehow gets around Chase bag. Is 3/4 of the way in the hole. I mean, that is one bean away, one little plastic bean away from falling in. Chase knocks it in himself. And to get out of there, 12-12 wash. Eric Lacey, what venue is this? I'm glad you asked. This is the Ultimate Sports Center at Redemption Bar here in Roseville, Michigan. It is a great cornhole venue. They got a great bar. They have a great room here to play cornhole in, as well as just outside of this room are some smaller rooms that we have boards set up in as well, tiers 2 and 3. If you want to come check the place out, it is right at the corner of Masonic and Little Mac in Roseville. And every Friday, you can come up here and play with Uncensored Cornhole and MotorCity Cornhole for the Redemption Fridays. At 7 o'clock, bags fly. So we head into round 34. Both players going to block up the front of the hole. Jack rolls over and in. Chase does the same as Rob Yo from Yo's Cornhole hops in the chat here. How are we doing today, Rob? Jack rolls up and just can't quite get it to go in. Now he's got 2 of them sitting in front of the hole. Chase just a small step out. Oh, what a bag Chase up and over. Jack now on his last bag of the round as everybody just kind of stops and turns around and watches. Oh, that is going to do it there. If Chase can get one bag in, sitting 7-7 right now. Chase with one bag left. He is going fast side. Going for the push, and he hits it. That is going to do it. What a bag from Jack White to finish this one off. Jack White. Sorry, no guitarists or singers here. Chase White taking down Jack McKinney in the winner bracket semifinals in 34 rounds. Chase going to go on to play the winner of this game right here. Maya and Jace. We're going to bring you that one in just a minute. Hang out. We'll be right back with you. welcome back. Board 1, Tier 1, Motor City Cornhole ACL Regional for the month of January. My name is Jason from What a Bag Cornhole, and we are bringing you live cornhole action all day here. Right now we are in singles, and we have another winner bracket semifinal match. Jace Fleischer, Malin De La Cruz Gigante here on board 1. Let's hope we can have another great game like we just did before. 34 rounds of cornhole action back and forth before Chase White finally pulls it out in the end. He is heading on to the winner bracket finals to play one of these two. Of course, this game brought to you by our friends over at Uncensored Cornhole. Tony and Jill are two of the best when it comes to running tournaments and having fun. And if you want to have fun playing cornhole, if that is what you are all about, then Uncensored Cornhole is the place to come and play. There are competitive games for every skill level at every event. So whether you're just starting or you're one of these pros that we see out here today, you can come to Uncensored Cornhole and have yourselves a good time. It looks like we are getting ready to get this one started. Of course, Uncensored, if you want to come up, oh, they're going to go down and back again. If you want to come up and hang out with Uncensored Cornhole and Motor City Cornhole, you can come right here where we are playing right now to the Ultimate Sports Center at the Redemption Bar on Friday nights at 7 o'clock is when bags fly. It is a switch into a bracket. If they have enough players like they did just this past Friday with almost 80 players, then they're going to split the bracket after the switch into an upper and a lower bracket. So again, competitive games for everybody of every skill level. Everybody has a chance. And if you're not sure, if you think, oh, yeah, right, Jason, there's no way. My 10-year-old son just took first place in the lower bracket on Friday night. So everybody has a chance when it comes to an uncensored event, no matter what your skill level is. Chris is saying Jace is going to take down minus 1 to 8. Of course, he is still looking for a White Fleischer final. And if he gets a White Fleischer final and Chase wins, then Chris is going to get some What a Bag gear sent out to Kansas just for him. All right, there is the bag spin. It heads Maya's way. There's the knuckles. We are going to get started down here on the right side. Just in case for some reason you couldn't figure out who is who on the left there in the flowery clutch cornhole tank top, that is Maya. And on the right is Jace wearing that Caddyshack Cornhole Customs hoodie. Now, last game we saw him up here on board 1. He popped that off and he has his ACL Pro jersey on underneath it, just in case you didn't know who he was. That's who that man is right there. As Maya pushes that one off to the left. Jace in for the first points of the game. Oh, so you're watching and you're at work? See, that's why we do this. For guys like you that got to be at work on a Sunday. What do you do, Chris, out there in Kansas that you're working on a Sunday? Maya pushing that one off to the right, hanging in the hole, still in play. And Maya has a great airmail, but she's not going to need it to collect that one. Oh, but cannot collect one. It's off the back of the board. Jace, 7th bag. Block, one of my favorite shots in the game. I don't think he meant to do it, but Maya is able to get around it. Could have been 3, only going to be 1. See if we can get the scoreboard updated here. Johnny Boy coming in clutch. Bringing water here on board one. Oh, there it is. Jace Fleischer, 3-0. We got that scoreboard updated. Thank you, Johnny, for bringing that over as he is on his way out the door, heading over to another cornhole venue here. That's what cornhole's like here in Southeast Michigan. Stop by one event, head out to another event just a few miles away. Work remote for an auction house, and you guys own a salon. Oh, you guys are putting in the work over there in Kansas. As Jace up 5-0 now. Well, I'm glad we're able to. I'm glad you were able to find us. Not entirely sure what led you to us, but thank you for finding us and watching. And let's get the word spread to everybody out there in Kansas and all over the country that if you want to watch some of the top players in the entire country, all you got to do is come right here to this live stream. You don't have to wait for them to be on ESPN. We bring them to you at least once a month here at the Motor City Regionals, and hopefully more coming up here in the next few months and heading into summer. We're going to try to book up some events and fill our calendar with different places and different tournaments that we can go live and bring you all the cornhole action from all over the state of Michigan. I think we're working on right now one event up at Holly Meadows, one of the newer venues for cornhole here in Michigan. It's a little further north of us, but worth the drive just for the people that you get to hang out with. Maya finally on the board there. Finally, it's only round 5, but Maya on the board there now, down 5-2. Well, thank you, Chris. We appreciate that. Ooh, Maya, that one a little long on that one. Wanted to catch the right side of that hole. Ended up popping right over it. Jace going up. Hitting the airmail. What a bag. Leaning up that hole and now going to go in to pick up 2. No, he's going to stay right and get out of there with a wash. All the work to hit this great airmail collect and just misses with his last bag.
One more shooter.
And if you are not like Chris all the way out in Kansas, if you are close by, if you're here in Southeast Michigan, there is still time to get up here for doubles. We're looking to start doubles between 1 and 2 this afternoon, and there are already sit-goes starting. Mr. Sit-and-Go himself, Louis Dugas, over there at the board. You can see him there in the back, sitting at the table behind the laptop. Oh, they're getting up running somewhere now. Don't see Lou run very often, so it must be important. But he is already calling sit-and-goes, so there's going to be opportunities for you to play cornhole all day, even if you want to get in the big tournament. You can come up and get in sit-and-goes. I know the roads are a little iffy out here right now, but if all these great players can make it, there's no reason you can't too. And again, if you're just tuning in, this is a winner bracket semifinal match. Winner goes on to play Chase White in the winner bracket finals. See who is going to sit in the king and or queen seat. Nothing wrong with a king seat, but every once in a while, we like seeing good old fashioned queen seat. The seat of royalty is Maya has a chance here to play for that seat if she can take down Jace. Looks like we could have another battle on our hands here. These players are just pouring bags into the hole. Another 12-12 wash. See, they can come close to the 34. Was it 34, 35 rounds we just saw? in our last game between Jack McKinney and Chase White. Good back block from Jason Maya, just goes up and over, hits that backside. Jason going to roll right over. Now Maya going to go up again. Yes, she is. Backside again. What a bag. Jace fast side looking to clean everything up. Oh, but off the back, and Maya, if she can collect that bag hanging on the front, can get 5 and tie this game up. There it is. What a bag from Maya to tie this one up at 7. Let's see another look at that. That bag just sitting there in their front, begging to be collected. Bam, she hits it. From one former professional cornhole player, I happened in the chat, Brian James saying that's professional cornhole, and you are correct, my friend. Why don't you do me a favor? We got some bunch of people in the chat here right now. Brian, why don't you tell us what is going on with you? New album, new song? I heard you've been in the studio lately. Let you let everybody know what's happening with you, my friend. Ooh, Maya couldn't get it. That look on her face, she's not happy. Jay's going to sneak in here for 4. Gives up 5 one round, picks up 4 the next. Jace in for a 12. Maya looking to match, wraps it around and gets it to drop. Heading into round 11, 4-point difference with these two. Not usually going to see a lot of big rounds back and forth, but in the last couple of rounds, we had Jace give up 5 one round and or pick up, give up 5 one round and pick up 4 the next. It looked like my opportunity to get a couple here. Oh, but she pushes that one too far right and off the back of the board. Now Jay's not feeling too bad about that miss to the left. It's not going to cost him too much, if anything at all. It's an 8-on-4 right now in favor of Jace Maya with the last bag in hand, and she does have a bag hanging. A little bit of a step out, not much, just a hair. And she's going up after it. Gets a piece of it, gets it to fall, but the one in her hand off the back, 8-on-6, 2 more for Jace. Brian James's new song called My Horse. My Horse. Is that right? I'm trying to read here. You can get my reading glasses on. It's tiny. New song called My Horse Out as of 3 days ago. Now he's with Warner Music. Big moves coming. Guys, go check out Brian James on Spotify. Stream his new song. Let's pump those numbers up as well. Used to be a big name here in Cornhole here in Southeast Michigan. He moved down south to work in his music career, and he is doing some things down there, that's for sure. A little jealous. I see him in and around New Orleans quite a bit, where my wife and I spent our honeymoon. Love it down there. So go check out his new song, My Horse, on Spotify. Look up Brian James. Oh, is that Chuck from Throwing to Honor hopping in the chat? Great to see him watching as well. Throwing to Honor, a great local charity helping out local veterans here in Southeast Michigan. Make sure you go check them out on Facebook at Throwing to Honor. If you want a cause worth supporting, that is one for sure right there, coming from a family of a lot. of veterans myself. I hold those veteran causes very dear to my heart, so we're glad to be able to help Chuck out in any way that we can. And one way you guys can help him out is good. Spread the awareness. Go check out, like, and share their Facebook page and get their message out to as many people as you possibly can. Big step out here from Jason. Hits the airmail, but he wanted to come in a little lower. You can see his hand movement there and catch that bag on the right. He doesn't, but then Maya can't get the collect either. See both of them with the hand motions there, missing the shots they wanted to hit. Jace picking up 5 there, going up 18-7. Now on Maya. See if we get our scoreboard updated here. There we go. Got it updated there. 18-7. Now going to be 18-9 as Maya picks up a couple in that round. When Maya got to be careful here with that bag off the back. Jace sitting on 18. That could do it for her if she is not careful and get a little bit of luck here. As Jace to collect that. 2 more bags in for him, and that is going to be game. He is going to move on to the winter bracket finals. Maya in with her 4th. Jace in for the win. There it is. Jace Fleischer taking down Malin Gigante. Jace going to head on to the winter bracket finals. Maya going to head down to the elimination bracket. I think we're going to bring you that winter bracket final here in a little bit. We might get a couple of elimination bracket games first. We're going to check on that, and then we will let you know in just a few minutes. Hang tight. We will be right back. Back here, board one, Fleischer and White, winner bracket semifinals. No, I'm sorry, winner bracket finals. Yes, winner bracket finals. Winner goes on to the king seat. Loser heading down to the elimination bracket. Two of the best. No surprise we see these guys sitting right here, and this is a possible preview of the finals. I know Chris would love to see that. He called for it early in the bracket, a Fleischer White final with Chase White taking down the championship. That's his prediction. Not exactly a bold prediction, but a good one. As this is our first live round, Chase taking his time here, looking to collect and get on the board first, and that's what he does. Got a couple of elimination brackets going on right now. Elimination bracket games. Jordan White playing Malin De La Cruz Gigante over on board 2. That one just getting started. Over on board 3, Jack McKinney and Jeremy Schermerhorn. Schermerhorn up 16-14 on Jack McKinney right now. Chase not happy with himself, missing that one off to the right. Not out of play by any means, but Chase could come in with a bit of a bully bag and knock him out, and that's what he does, just a little bit. Oh, Jace now with 2 bags there on the right. CC's already taking a preemptive step out. Chase White with a good get around bag there. Looking at least 4 here, depending on what Jace does. It's going to be 6. I'll pick up 6 there for Chase White. 8-0 up early in this one. Oh, both players missing a bag onto the back of the board. And now Chase with a nut off left. See how aggressive he gets, because that one right on the back left of the hole there is still hanging. It is grabbable if he wants to risk going up after it. He is up 8-0. Has a little bit of room to play with here if he wants on his 4th bag to go up after it. Ooh, decides against it. It's going to go in, give up 2, and move on to the next round. And that is the difference between great players and players like me who'd have gone after it with all 3 of the bags I had left after putting it back there. But that's why they're here in the winter final, and I'm sitting behind a computer talking into a microphone. Yes, this is the winter final game. So if Jace Fleischer loses this game, and let's not get too ahead of ourselves as he puts that one in. If Jace Fleischer does end up losing this game, he will go down to the elimination bracket finals. The loser of this game, no matter who it is, whether it's Jace or Chase, goes down to the elimination bracket finals, and they will have to win that game to get back to the championship. So at worst, whoever loses this game will take home at least 3rd place. Is sitting 8-5 right now. Chase bag left in hand can go up and get that one, or does he roll around it? He goes up, hits it, and then off the back. Jace going to end up with another point there, trying to get back in this one down 8-0 early. Now only 8-3. As we look over, McKinney and Schermerhorn on board 3 tied at 18 over there in the elimination bracket, and then Jordan White up 4-0 on Maya on board 2. Good block from Jace. Chase sits behind it. Oh, low line drive airmail from Jace Fleischer there. Chase decides to go with the roll. Chase again with the airmail. Backside doesn't get the collect that he wanted, but he leaves that pile in front for Chase to deal with. And he rolls over top of it. Be another wash. And it is 8-3 right now, not 8-2. Let's see if we can get our scoreboard updated. There it goes. There it is. And breaking news just into the newsroom. We were talking earlier about our friends over at Uncensored Cornhole, how they're up here at the Ultimate Sports Center every Friday night at 7. Breaking news is just handed to me. They will be starting Saturdays as well here at the Ultimate Sports Center. I don't know if it's going to be every Saturday or if it's going to be a couple of Saturdays a month, but just more opportunity for you to come and play with some of the best cornhole directors in the game. Tony and Jill from Uncensored Cornhole going to be here at the Ultimate Sports Center on Saturdays as well. Soon as Jace kind of bar of soaps himself there, bullies himself off to the right of the hole, and chase the opportunity to go in and get out of that round with a wash. And of course, a huge shout out to our friends over at MotorCity Cornhole, Zach Olevnik, Lou and April running the tournament, Zach running the whole show as the regional director here for this area. Jace hitting his airmails in this game. There's another one there. Chase goes for the roll, but sits on top of his own. Fleischer going up again, hits another one. Just putting on a clinic here today. Fast side for Chase White. Gets the collect. What a bag from him. Airmails are impressive, no doubt. Let's take a look at this collect from Chase White. Wow, what a bag from him. Opportunity here for Jace to extend his lead, although not happy with that bag. Wanted that to fall. It kind of bunched up next to Chase's bag. Chase going to clean everything. I think made it a lot easier for Chase to clean that up. That bag would have stayed back there had he been able to get in clean with his first bag. There's another one left from Chase. Chase Fleischer not make the same mistake again, putting his fourth bag in. That's going to extend his lead now 10-3. As board 3 just finished up. Let's see if we can figure out who won that one over there. That looks like a Schermerhorn win over Jack McKinney in the elimination bracket. So while these guys battle it out here on board 1, let's take another quick look at the bracket. With that win, Jeremy Schermerhorn has put himself in the elimination bracket semifinals now, waiting to play the winner of Maya and Jordan on board 2. So we're one step closer in the elimination bracket as well. As Chase White leaves his last bag short. Oh no, it falls. It does fall. Chase thankful that it did. It's now Chase up 8-5 on Jace. But remember, that was an 8-0 lead for Chase White at the beginning of this game. And Chase is clawing his way back, an opportunity now to at least tie it with that bag off the back. Can't blame Jace for shooting that airmail. That's the first one he's missed this game. He has been locked in on those airmails. And that is going to tie us up. As over on board two, Malin De La Cruz Gigante up on Jordan White 15-8. Winner of that is going to go on to play Jeremy Schermerhorn in the elimination bracket semifinals. And we will bring you that semifinal match right after this one here. So don't go anywhere. We got the elimination bracket semifinals, then the elimination bracket finals, and then right back here for the finals. Whoever comes out of the elimination bracket is going to face the winner of this one here. Is Chase White up now 11-5. I keep getting the scores backwards here. For some reason, and again, I think it's the name thing. I love watching these two throw, but it's so hard to call their games with their names so similar. So please forgive me if you're out there watching at home. I think that's the second or third time. Wow. What a bag from Chase. This Chase White is going to pick up two more. Another great point for him. Let's take a look at that. I think it's the third time, second, third time this game I've just gotten the scores backwards. Is wow, amazing how he can just nonchalantly just toss that bag. Doesn't look like he's even throwing it that hard. He's able to make that collect. Ooh, Chase White missing that one left, giving Jace an opportunity for a couple of points here. Both, I think Jace and I both thought that was going to hang up there on the left side, but it does fall. Going to bring Jace a little closer now, 13-7. That one off to the right. Maybe a little, he wanted it on the right side of the hole to try to block Chase, but maybe that one a little too far right. It's going to be tough to bring that one back in without some help from Chase. As you can see, he goes after it there, but then now with that bag even further off right. Got a piece of it there in that airmail, but it barely moved. Does he go up after it again? Ooh, is Chase misses that one left now. Jace decides just to go in, take his 10, and get out of here with a wash. Meanwhile, we're on board two. Jordan White trying to make it a game. Down 18-8, 1 round to go. Now all of a sudden it's 18-15 over on board two. Another Chase misses that one left. Another opportunity for Jace to score a couple of more. Try to get his way back into this game. It is not over by any means. Chase going to step out, try to get a piece of it. Doesn't get it. Goes in the hole, but misses the bag. Now, Jace not happy with himself. Wanted that one in, but it does block up Chase's bag. Chase goes to cut around it and does, and it's going to be another wash. Opportunity there for Jace to score. Ends up getting out of it with a wash. Chase happy with that. Jace Fleischer not happy with himself on that seventh bag miss. As I'm seeing a couple of new faces starting to come in here as we're going to get closer and closer to doubles time. First bag miss from Jace Fleischer. Chase White putting up the block, trying to take advantage, but there is that Jace Fleischer airmail again, just dialed in. I think he's hit 8 out of 9 so far this game. There's another one. Chase again with the collect. He's been doing that all game as well. Looking to go in here and pick up 2. Put him on 15. There it is. Jordan White really making a run on board 2. Down 18-8 a couple of rounds ago. Now it's 18-17 on board 2. The winner of that game. We're going over here to board 1 after this for the elimination bracket semifinals. Jace Fleischer going to take a second. Going to pop that hoodie off. Show off that ACL Pro Bush's Best Baked Beans jersey. I think the intimidation of the Pro jersey right there just forces Chase left. I'm kidding, of course. But when Chase is missing from this end, that is where the miss has been, on the left side. There's 2 of them now. A couple of times Jace has not been able to take advantage. Let's see if he can this time. It's an opportunity for at least 4. Now maybe only 2 is that one. Sits on the back of the hole. Still collectible with his airmail. He might go after it. Chase moves his closer. That's a great bag from him. He does go up after it. Gets it. And collects one of Chase's as well. Chase in for the 10. Jace Fleischer in for the 12. Going to pick up 2. Take him up to 9. Jordan White on an 11 run over there on board 2. Now up 19-18. Great run from him later in that match there, trying to come back and get to the elimination bracket semifinals as Jace Fleischer staring off into space, upset with himself after throwing his first bag off the back of the board. A little bit of help there from Chase, though, as Chase White misses one off to the right. Oh, and Jace goes for the backside and misses it. Chase can get 4 here if he can collect that bag in front, going up 10-6 on the round. There it is. It's going to put Chase White on 19. 1 step closer. One step closer to Chris's prediction of a White Fleischer final, with White winning in the end. That is going to do it here for the winner bracket finals. Chase White going to go on to sit in the king seat. Jace Fleischer heading down to the elimination bracket, waiting to see who he is going to play. Is it going to be Maya? Is it going to be Jordan White? Is it going to be Jeremy Schermerhorn? We're going to find out here in a few minutes. Is that game over there on board 2 is still going on. Let's see with our new fancy pants camera here, we can get a view of that game as Maya just knocked a bag in there. Let's see what's happening over there. Who is going to score what? It's going to be 20-19 now. Each player 1 bag away. Let's head down over here and take a look at this end and watch these bags. As Jordan is throwing the gray bags there. Maya, the white. Both players missing, 1 left, 1 right. Ooh, Jordan, that last bag, a little sketchy, but it does fall for the wash. Let's head back down to the other side here. Both players sitting just one bag away from being eliminated from the tournament. Maya with first bag. You can't see her throw, but I can show you the bags landing, and that one off to the left. Jordan with 4 bags in could win it. Maya 2 now left. Maya's going to have to go up and get that bag on the left side of the hole and hope that Jordan misses with his last one. Goes up but doesn't get it, and that's going to do it. Jordan doesn't even have to throw that last bag. He is going to move on. Maya done for the day. We're going to see Jordan White, Jeremy Schermerhorn right here on board 1 right after this. Stick and stay. We will be right back with you. back here, board one, tier one, elimination bracket semifinals. Jeremy Schermerhorn, Jordan White. My name is Jason from What a Bag Cornhole. I have been bringing you this live cornhole action all morning into the afternoon, and we're going to keep going all afternoon, as once we get done here with singles, we're going to get into doubles. First, we got to get through the bottom half of this singles bracket. This is the elimination bracket semifinals. The winner of this will move on to play Chase Fleischer in the elimination bracket finals. Of course, this is the MotorCity Cornhole ACL regional for the month of January. Everybody here looking to take home those big regional points, as we have some of the best players in the state. Small crowd, but huge talent pool. So everybody looking to take down the best. You got to take down the best to be the best, right? That's what we're looking at here. Jeremy Schermerhorn there on the left in his Siva Cornhole hoodie, and on the right in his Shoot Your Shot. Black on black is Jordan White. Oh, Jeremy missing his last bag off the back. Jordan missing his short. 7-on-6. Schermerhorn taking the first points of the game. Chase White already sitting up in the king seat, waiting for these next couple of games to see who he's going to play in the finals. As the room is starting to fill back up, as doubles is coming, and now 2 rounds in a row. Schermerhorn going for that cut that doesn't cut in the bag, off the back of the board. That's a little more what he was looking for, but it still doesn't fall. Hangs up there on the left. Jordan White with a good push, ends up bar soaping himself. Schermerhorn, he might be able to collect this by just going in. I don't think he necessarily has to go up for it. He does go at it hard and gets it. Jordan White missing off to the right. 2 rounds in a row. Schermerhorn with a bag off the back and picking up points. The finger guns as he walks back down. All right, looks like that is tier 2 just finished up here in singles. I need 5. Lou calling another sit and go. So again, if you're in the area and you're nearby and you want to play some cornhole today, you don't have to get in the big tournament. They got sit and goes running all day long here at the regional. Schermerhorn, the big airmail collect. Jordan White hopping over his own bag there, hanging on the left side. Schermerhorn going up again, hits another airmail. I don't think he'll go airmail again here. Just going to push through that. Try to anyway, but ends up on the left side of the hole. Misses that one and gets out of there with a wash. Did manage to keep all 4 of his bags on this round. Hit the airmail, missing the push. Jordan White got lucky that round. And another miss left from Jeremy. Jordan White going to sit in front. Block up that hole. Jeremy stepping out, going slick side, looking to bully that bag out of there and split those. He does, but he doesn't get it to fall. Good roll bag there from Jordan White. Wow, they make it look easy. Jeremy stepping out again, fast side. Gets Jordan's bag in, leaves his hanging there. It is on the fast side, so it's not going to take much to knock it in. Again, just like last time he was down here, just go in with a normal bag and it should collect it. But if you miss left, it's not going to help any. Jordan White looking to go in here and tie the game up at 2 early on. Good finish from him. Is just off there to the left. April taking pictures for tier 2 winners there. A lot of times here at these regionals, we'll finish up with tier one before tier two. Tier two's usually got the bigger crowd, and then we'll bring you those tier two finals as well. But that is not going to happen today as they are finished early. Both players now with a bag off the back of the board. Neither one of them want to win this game. Jeremy, another bag off the back. Jordan, another bag off the back. Both of them with just stunned looks on their faces. No idea what's going on. I think to find a winner of this one, we're going to see who makes the least amount of mistakes. And there's a good bag from Jeremy sitting on top of Jordan's. Jordan going at it hard. Ooh, that's 3 off the back for him. Sitting 3 on 1 right now, I believe. Jeremy up with 1 bag left in hand. Going airmail. And he's off the back. That's a 3-point wash, ladies and gentlemen. This is tier 1 cornhole at its finest.
Two more shooters for the sit go lineup. Two more shooters for the sit go lineup.
Well, Zach hopping in the chat saying for those of you who are only playing doubles, they will be starting doubles at 2 o'clock. So if you are playing doubles, you're sitting at home watching right now, hop in the car, start making your way here. 2 o'clock, they will start doubles. And of course, that is cornhole time, so probably 2:15. As I don't think I've ever seen a tournament start on time. We've seen some start close, but never actually on time. Jeremy sitting behind Jordan's block. Jordan going for the roll, but cuts too far left, does not roll at all. Jeremy, that push, not doing much, but plugging up the hole and knocking in Jordan's bag. Both players now with a bag off to the left. I don't think Jeremy's going to be able to collect it, but he's going to try. Comes a little too hot. Jordan's going to help him clean it up, though. Can Jeremy go in here for the wash? Oh, he can. He's going to leave it left and 2 more for Jordan White. Jace only has 1 more game to play to get back to Chase. Chase Fleischer is sitting in the elimination bracket finals now, waiting for the winner of this game. He will play whoever wins this game, and then the winner of that will go on to Chase White in the finals. Jeremy misses that one to the right, not happy with him, so you can see the hand gestures and just looking down, shaking his head. Two of them over there to the right now. That one's still collectible for him. Jordan goes fast side, knocks in his, leaves it off to the right. Jeremy cut collect here, gets a piece of it, but not enough. He's got 1 more bag to try, but Jordan's going to make it difficult blocking up the front here. Do you go up and try to collect this or cut around it? He's trying to cut around it, cuts in front of it instead. 2 more for Jordan White. Shaking his head as he walks back down to the back's just not doing what he wants to today. Mike Beanie saying, let's go, Jordan White. And he is going right now, up 9-2. Of course, got to be careful. We saw him down 18-8 in the last game against Maya Cup, and he ended up coming back to win that game, not letting Maya score another point. So no big lead is saved. Just because you're up 9-2 right now doesn't mean anything. Jeremy can easily come back in this game. Shots like that help. Jeremy tries the back block. You see, not happy with the result. A little too far left, leaving a lane there for Jordan. Of course, Jordan does need a clean lane as he rolls up over top. Jeremy going up. Oh, tries to hit the backside of the hole, ends up ringing out and off the board. Jordan with the collect to clean up the front, sitting 12 on 4 right now. Jeremy with one bag left, shaking his head, not happy with his performance here in this match so far. But it is not too late to turn it around. As he goes in, give up 5, 14-2 now. Jordan White up. As we look at Lou, looking like tier 3 is finished up as well. So tier 2, the final one, or I'm sorry, tier 1, the final one still here in action in singles. We are getting down to it here, just a couple of games left. And then we're going to get right into doubles. Oh, good bag there from Jordan. Sits side by side with Jeremy, clogging up that hole, but it does give Jeremy a path to split on the fast side. That's what he's looking at here. Does hit it, but it just clogs everything up in front. Jordan going to sit behind, force Jeremy to shoot it. If he wants it, he's going to have to go get it with a big lead. That's not a bad move. Jeremy sits behind now. Still got one bag left. What does Jordan do? One bag left for each of them. Sitting 3 on 3 on the board. Jordan goes roll and ends up off the back of the board. Jeremy got to be careful here. Jordan's bags, both of them, are on the verge of falling. If he comes down too hard here, could knock in Jordan's bags, but they all stay. None of them fall. 4-3. First point in a while for Jeremy, and boy, does he need it. See what he can do, get that first bag back. Let's see if he can take control of this game, try to make a comeback here. Jordan sees a lot of the bag comes in on the board. Something comes a little low, and that's what happened there. Caught the front of the board, kicked his bag right and takes away so much momentum that bag doesn't get all the way up to the hole. It's not a bad miss, though. It is right in Jeremy's way. But Jeremy was able to get around it and hang that one on the left side. Does it again. He got them both kind of tent up there. It's not going to take much to get him to fall as Jordan knocks him in for him. Ooh, but he leaves that one too far left. Can't get it to cut enough. And Jordan's going to go in to get out of it with a wash. That miss from him catching the front of the board does not affect the plane of the ass. Ooh, well, where'd that come from? I think that's the first time today I've cursed on the live stream. Not going to apologize for it because it's only the first time, but we're always do our best to avoid that kind of language on the stream. You never know who's watching at home. So if you're somebody like John Spear, and I know that's going to upset his abilities, I apologize for that. Wait, didn't I just say I wasn't going to apologize? Ooh, buddy, we are all over the place today. Oh, good bag to Jordan. Clogging up in front of the hole, each player with the bag hanging. Jeremy can sit behind. Yeah, and I see a roll here coming out of Jordan. Going to try to roll right over the pile and go in. What a beautiful bag that was. It does take Jeremy's with him. His is still hanging. Jordan's still hanging there on the left side. Oh, Jeremy tries to cut around and ends up off the back. Jordan coming at that hard. Knocks in a couple of his, goes off the back, but that's all right. 9 on 7. Still going to pick up 2 there. Going to take him up to 16. And again, winner of this is going to go on to the elimination bracket finals to play Jace Fleischer. Loser is done for the day in singles. We will see them again back here in doubles in a little bit. Jordan now both bags sitting in front of the hole. Jeremy, good cut on his first one to get in. He's going to go sit behind here. Force Jordan into some uncomfortable shots. for most of us, easy for him with that beautiful roll up and over everything. I mean, that one hit halfway to the board, bounced once and rolled all the way in as Jeremy misses the airmail. Again with a roll. Hey, we can't do it two in a row. So right up 6-4 on the round. Jeremy airmail to pick up one. Oh, it rings and bounces out. Could have picked up one, gave up one. Instead, White going to sit 17-3 now. As our scoreboard starts jumping around as other games actually moving on. All right, down 17-3. There is the first bag timeout that we see from a lot of the younger players here around the area. Jeremy's going to take it this time as he wants to go down. Take a breath. Take a sip of that delicious Yingling lager that we just got here in Michigan. If you guys aren't from Michigan and you don't know about Yingling, oh, you'd better find out. One of the best beers out there on the market. And Jeremy, of course, works for the beer distributor, so he's been waiting for this for a long time. He knew it was coming. Finally got it here in Michigan. I used to drink that stuff all the time when I lived in South Carolina. Moved back to Michigan, couldn't find it anywhere. Now, more than a decade later, it is finally here. And that you can see that now Jordan's going to take time out after that. Is Jeremy. See Jeremy standing there, hands on his knees. Unbelievable. Cannot believe what's happening right now. Is Jordan going to take his time now with this timeout? Go down to the other end, check his phone, return a text, maybe send out a tweet, and carry it back down. Here we go again. Jordan with a bag missed to the right. Jeremy with a bag off the board. Jordan now 2 bags right. Jeremy step out that left to right cut. He's got a bit of a path there. He hits it, doesn't go in, but leaves a nice blocker in front. Jordan going at it hard, hops over the hole, and nothing falls. Jeremy, great bag, kind of bullies that one that was hanging out of the way. Now an opportunity for him to go in here and actually pick up 3. Oh, tried to be in 1, and it just doesn't get it. Gets a piece of it, but not enough to knock it off the board. Still going to pick up 1, 7 on 6. Look at that. Jeremy goes up, that bag on the right. He sees it, goes up to try to get it, gets a piece of it, but somehow on the fast side, it still hangs on to the top right of the board. Can't quite get it all the way off. Taco, you like those timeouts, huh? Yeah, Jordan going down, taking a fake drink as well. Listen, this is where cornhole can get fun. And I know I said earlier, if you want fun time at cornhole, go check out other tournaments. And a lot of times these regionals can get very serious. Players shooting for regional points and ACL pros out here trying to take down. But these two are out here having some fun today for sure. Jordan going for the airmail. Doesn't get it to go, but does hang on to the back of the board. But Jeremy is going to pick up a couple more there. He's slowly trying to claw his way back into this one. And again, if you are just tuning in, this is the winner bracket. I'm sorry, the elimination bracket semifinal. The winner of this is going to go on to play Jace Fleischer in the elimination bracket finals. And the winner of that game is going to go on to play Chase White, who is sitting up in the king seat, waiting right now for an opponent. Both players missing again. This Tier 1 matchup brought to you by Tier 2, the way these guys are shooting right now. There's the clean backside airmail from Jeremy, shaking his head. Can't believe he missed the last one. Jordan White with the roll. Get it to go. Jeremy, misses that airmail and then off. He's sitting on 5. Jordan going to sit on 6, and Jordan's going to pick one up. Going to put him on 18. Jordan first bag in. Glad to see that. Jeremy, nice block in front. Good replacement from Jordan. Who's going to make the mistake here? Jeremy really can't afford too many. He's had a lot of bags off the board in this game. He cannot afford one off the board right now. Jordan in for the 12. Jeremy looking to match. Exactly what he does. All right, that's tier one. As both players kind of shaking their heads, they walk back down to the other end. Jeremy with a huge step out here to try to cut around this. Gets a piece of it. They all kind of bunch up there. Jordan sits behind right in Jeremy's lane. You see Jeremy very deliberate with his grip. If he doesn't like it, he will reset it as he bangs that airmail in, and Jordan misses the cut around. Jordan going up again. I'm sorry, not Jordan. That was Jeremy going up again. Hits the airmail. Jordan cleaning everything up in front. Jeremy goes for the and one, gets the airmail, misses the and one part of it. Still going to pick up two more. Oh, I got it. I got it. Jeremy telling me make sure I get a clip of that. Don't worry, save all the shots here. And you'll see the highlight reel coming out. Here in the next couple of days after this, we always take all the good replays that we save. Make sure that we get them out there for everybody to see. Jordan trying to get up and over, ends up sitting on top of Jeremy's bag. Jeremy going to go fast side here, looking for a little bar soap action. Oh, no, he splits them, get his to go, leaves Jordan's on the board. Another good bag from Jeremy to clean up the front. Jordan looking to go into wash. No, one in, one off, 1 point for Jeremy Sherhorn. This is exactly the spot Jordan White was in last game, but in reverse. Last game against Malin, he was down 18-8 and came back to win that game, scoring a ton of unanswered points, ended up winning that one over 21-18 or to 18. Yeah. And I'm sorry, over 21-20, because mine did score a couple in there. But now Jordan finds himself on the other end of that spectrum as Jeremy resets his grip there. Didn't like the way that bag felt in his hand. Can Jordan close this one out and not let Jeremy come back? Big step out from Jeremy, looking to cut around. Ends up sitting in front. Not what he wanted, but not a bad miss. If you're going to miss, that's where you want to miss at. Jordan trying that left to right cut. It does nothing for him. Jeremy now fast side looking to sneak around and can't do it. Sitting 6-on-3 on the board. Jordan goes up and off the back. 3 more for Jeremy as he now gets into double digits. Oh, Jeremy not happy with himself. That bag's so far left, he's not going to be able to go get it. Then Jordan puts one off to the right side. And Jeremy shakes that arm out, trying to get all that his cornhole juices down into those fingers. Jordan with a good block right in Jeremy's way, trying to force another miss here. And that he does. Jordan looking to clean up, and he moves that bag on the right closer into the hole. Jeremy doesn't necessarily have to be in here, but he wants to be in. If he's not, it's going to make it a lot easier for Jordan to win the game with that one bag left in his hand. Jeremy looks back at the score and realizes that. Oh, and he comes up short, catches the front of the board, and that should have done it. Should have done it. With Jordan coming up short on his fourth bag, only going to pick up 2 instead of 4. Keep the game alive, giving some hope to Jeremy Schermerhorn. Jordan catching the front of the board again. Seen him do it 3 or 4 times now throughout the course of the tournament, and that's just what we've seen here on board 1. He lands so low on the board. If he lands just a little too low, he catches that front lip. And the bag loses all momentum. Jeremy picks up 2 more there. Jordan got to be careful here. Good back block there from Jeremy. Jordan looking to roll over the top. Oh, but it doesn't roll. It just cuts hard left on him. Jeremy looking to push into this pile, but he cuts left as well. Jordan, good bag, splitting those bags and just bunching up the front of the hole. Jeremy, big step out looking to collect. Oh, and he gets it. What a bag from Jeremy Schermerhorn. Jordan White gets the collect as well. Back to back, great collects. Keep this game at 20-14. Jeremy's looking for a little bit of board adjustment as Mr. Josh Sanchez himself steps up to adjust that board just a little bit. Look over just behind them there. You can see there in the white and red ACL Pro jersey, Jace Fleischer. Keeping his arm warm. He will face the winner of this game, whether it be Jeremy or Jordan, in the elimination bracket finals. And then just over Jeremy's left shoulder there, you can see Chase White in all black there. He is sitting up in the king seat, getting ready to play whoever comes out of the elimination bracket. Jeremy now with an opportunity to get at least 4 points closer if he can put this bag in. And he takes an extra breath there, knows a lot on the line with this bag. Gets the cut, gets the bully, gets the bag in the hole, and that's going to be 6. And that's going to tie us up at 20 just like that from down 18-8. Jeremy Schermerhorn coming all the way back, tying it up at 20, heading into round 25. 2 games in a row we've had here on board 1. They've been absolute bangers. Next mistake loses. Jordan White came back in the game before this, and now he is the one who has come back on. Come back on. Got to be careful with your wording here, folks. Oh, what a bag from Jordan White, rolling up and over the pile. Oh, Jeremy sitting behind there. Jordan for the game. Gets up, over, gets it to fall. What a bag from Jordan White, and that is going to do it. He is going to move on to play Jace Fleischer here in the Elimination Bracket Finals, and we are going to bring you that game right here on board one right after this. Stick and stay. We'll be right back with you. All right, back here on board one, Jace Fleischer, Jordan White. Elimination Bracket Finals. So scoreboard back up on the screen here. There it is. Well, there's one. See if we can find theirs. Here it is. All right, Jordan White, Jace Fleischer, Elimination Bracket Finals winner is going to go on to play Chase White in the finals. Chase White sitting in the king seat, waiting to see who he is going to play. And as soon as we wrap that up, we're going to shut the stream down and start a whole new one up right after that for doubles. We're going to bring you all the live doubles action all afternoon as we finish up here in singles. Just a couple of games left. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with us. Appreciate it. I see all the likes. I see all the shares. I appreciate everybody at home watching this one.
What up, Warlords? Doubles chicken text I sent out. Phones, if you did not receive a chicken text for doubles, please come see me.
All right, Jace, checking it quick.
Tier 1 might start a little after.
2-0 lead to start this one out. Jordan took everything it had in him to finish off that last game. As Jeremy Schermerhorn took him down to the wire as that great airmail collect there from Jace. We'll step out here to get around and in for a 12. Can Jordan collect? No, he's going to be short, and it's going to be 5 more for Jace. Let's look. Jordan misses the roll, and Jace going up for the airmail collect. Bam, hits it. What a bag from him. Jace looking to make quick work of Jordan here so we can get back to the finals and play Chase White for the second time today. Chase White being the only one to beat Jace Fleischer so far. Jordan trying to become the second. Good bag from him to get around that blocker from Jace. Of course, Jace going to finish up, and then Jordan going to do as well. You see him throw his arms up, shake his head, wondering where was this last game. He could have had Jeremy finished so much earlier in that game. But all of a sudden, all the bags are bouncing all over the place. Nothing going in the hole, but so far this game, much better for him. Great roll bag from Jace. Jordan tries as well, but his doesn't roll. Jace's does again. Good collect from Jordan to clean up the front. Jace in for the 12. Jordan goes up. What is possibly my favorite shot in cornhole, the unnecessary open board air. He was not getting that bag on the right. Not entirely sure what he was thinking going up after that. Maybe we'll ask him after the game. Is Jace going to pick up 2 more? First real miss we've seen from Jace so far this game. Opportunity for Jordan to get on board. Finally does. It is now 9-2. As we adjust the scoreboard so we can see it on screen here. The scoreboard is, it's on another screen that I have here, and it moves around as other games start and finish. It's a big list of all the scores from all the different games. So every once in a while, we got to make an adjustment. Now we can see it here. Jason and Jordan battle it out here in the elimination bracket finals. Not a bad day considering the field and the talent that was here today for either one of these players. Winner moving on to the finals, the loser taking 3rd place here in Tier 1. Jordan going for the rollover, misses it right. It does not cut or roll on him. Can he do it again? There's the bag he was looking for. Jace, a little bit of step out, looking to clean up here and pick up 2. What a bag from him. Just a great collect. Just nonchalant. Toss it down. Collect all the bags. Pick up 2 points. Making it look easy. Up 11-2 now. Great roll bag from Jace Fleischer. I don't know. I mean, the bag comes out of his hand. It looks flat. It looks like any other normal bag that he throws. And all of a sudden, it just hops up and over as he goes there for the short airmail collect, but misses off the back. Jordan going to come at this pile hard. He's off the back as well. Knocks in Jace's bag. That's going to be is that a 9-on-3 for 6? Going to take Jace Fleischer up to 17. Jordan trying to pull out all the tricks. Trying to do everything he can to keep this game close, unfortunately. Jace out to a huge lead to start here and heading into round 10. Jordan off the back there. I think he's pretty much said at this point, hey, I'm good taking 3rd place by the looks of it. And Jordan got to be in with this last airmail. No, he's off the back, and that's going to do it. Jace Fleischer take it down. Jordan White moving on to the finals. He's going to have to go on to double dip Chase White. And we're going to bring you that one right after this. Stick and stay. We'll be right back with you. All right, here we go. Board one action, tier one. Motor City Cornhole Regional for the month of January. Chase Fleischer, Chase White. This is what we have been waiting for. The finals. Chase White sitting in the king seat. Chase Fleischer needing to double dip to take home the tier one championship. I know Chris is out there in the chat watching. He called it early in the bracket. He said, I want a White Fleischer final with White taking the championship. And here you go, Chris. This is it for you. And we are all going to be subject to quite a show here. I hope you guys don't have anywhere to go for a while, because this one could take a while if Jace ends up winning the first one and we go on to game two. This one could take a while. Great bag there from Jace to get out of the first round of the wash. If you guys are at home, you're wondering, like, well, I really like those boards that they're playing on. They look really good. Well, I'll tell you what, those are some of the best quality tournament boards you're going to find anywhere in the country. Right here locally in Michigan, Ripper Graphics make those boards. Those are our Court 1 regional boards. You can see Motor City Cornhole putting on their regional, their logo big there in front. Of course, our beautiful Winnipeg logo right there on the top two corners. Jace is going to go up after this one. He gets it, but not enough to bring it in. He's got one bag left. Chase is going to make it tough. That's going to be hard to get now. Does he go after it? Nope. He's just going to slide in, take his two first points of the game, going to Jace Fleischer. If you want to get your hands on a set of Ripper Graphics boards with anything, just about anything you want on the cover, they do great direct printing right on the wood. Reach out at rippergraphics.com and get yourself a set of these boards, and they ship all over the country. So go ahead and check them out, rippergraphics.com, and you can get yourself a beautiful tournament quality set of cornhole boards made right here in Michigan. Good back block from Jace. Chase a little bit of a step out. Ooh, he was going fast side for a second. Nope. Flipped it back to slow. Now back to fast. Looking for the push. Oh, but too far right and off the back. Jace looking to roll. He does, but it's a little too far left. Doesn't get up and over. You can see him wiping off his foot there. What he's wiping off. Chase with a, oh my goodness, that might be the shot of the day. How did, like, both of his bags and leave Jace Fleischer sitting in front. Oh my goodness, for a 9-on-8 to go from bag off the board, scoring a point. See Jace still keeping a wipe his legs off. See, we're on this, you can see the green turf down there. And if you guys ever played anything like these before, this is that artificial turf that has those little rubber pellets deep down in the turf itself. And as you walk, your feet kick up some of those black pellets, and sometimes they can get up into your shoe, into your sock. That's what Jace is wiping off there. Oh, Chase tried to roll up and over, ends up kicking off to the left, knocking in a couple of bags. But now to the left, out of play. Jace can clean up the front here just like that. Put himself in a prime position to score some points this round. He is in for two more. Of course, Chase White does have a game to play with. He is in the king seat. He does need to lose twice. So sometimes you see, and I've noticed it a lot at these regionals, that not that he's taking the game off by any means. I would never say that about a player of either one of these guys' quality and talent. But sometimes you can approach game one a little differently than you do game two. If you know you have that game in hand, you might play a little looser in game one, giving, in this case, Jace Fleischer the opportunity to force it to a game two into a sudden death match. As again, Chase tries to roll over and it kicks too far left on him, just like we saw him do last round. Ooh, Chase going for the big push, ends up bar soaping himself. That one just barely hanging out of the back of the board there. Chase White going fast side. Trying to get that bag hanging there on the left. Oh, gets a piece of it, but not enough. Still going to be two more for Jace Fleischer. So far this game, we've seen both players putting up blocks, and so far it's worked in Jace's favor. But Chase with shots like that make you question what you're doing putting up a block on a guy like that. Who tries to get around it again. Can't quite get it. Now both players with a bag hanging there on the left side of the hole. Chase looking to cut around to the left or to the right side there and sneak in, and he does. He's going to pick up a couple of points. And if you guys are just tuning in, this is Tier 1 singles bracket finals. Jace Fleischer against Chase White. Chase White sitting in the king seat. Jace Fleischer is going to need to beat him twice to take home the Tier 1 championship here today. Chase, another first bag block. Chase going to sit behind him. When there's that airmail we've been seeing all day from Jace Fleischer, he is dialed in on that airmail. I've seen him only miss one or two all day, and he has been shooting a lot of them. There's another one. Ooh, that one doesn't fall, but he does knock in his own bag. Chase goes for the big collect and ends up off the back. Another airmail from Jace Fleischer, and that one off the back. That's going to be a 6-on-5. One more for Jace Fleischer. Curse of the announcer. The announcer's curse. As soon as I say he's been banging all his airmails, hasn't missed many. This is 2 that round. Now the question is, when does this game go from the block and roll, block and airmail game to the just putting bags in? Because both of these players we know can do that. If they decide to start running bags, this could take a while. But this time it's Chase White that puts up the first blocker. Puts it over on the right side in Jace Fleischer's lane. Not enough that it's going to affect him too much. As you can see, he wraps around that one. Great collect from Chase White. That bag way off to the right. He's able to bring it back in, and then Jace Fleischer with his fourth bag misses it off to the left. Chase White in for 2. Chase White in for 2. Jace Fleischer with the block. Chase White missing off to the right. Good replacement there from Jace, bullying Chase's bag out of the way. Yes, Chuck, thank you. The video is it getting a little choppy? Okay, we'll see what we can do about that as we get through here. I can see we are late. You know what it is? Let me check on one thing real quick as this game goes through here, and get right back with you. See if we can fix some of that video for you. All right, we are working on it here, guys, trying to make sure that we can bring you the best action that we can. Hopefully, we will get these games a little better for you. See if we can get our video straightened out here. You guys let me know how that works there for you, as Jace has a big round there. Taking up an 11-9 lead now over Chase White. Don't worry, Gary. You're not the only one that's old. We all remember dial-up internet. Maybe not these kids throwing on board one now, but a lot of us still do. Great, guys. Great. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Look, if you don't let me know, I don't know. And we want to make sure we bring you the best product that we can here at Quarterback Cornhole. Is Jace Fleischer, another big round now, up 17-9 on Chase White. Looking to force a game two. Chris says the airmail will be the difference in this one. And you're probably not wrong, because again, as I said earlier, Jace's airmail has been on point as Chase misses with his fourth bag. And it's now going to be 19-9. Jace Fleischer up here in game one. It was looking like it's heading to game two. Chuck Norris says CompuServe OG. I like it.
This is call for double registration. If you guys didn't sign up, now's the time. If you
Good bag from Jace, moving his a little closer to the hole, easier to grab. Oh, that miss on the left there from Chase. Is that enough? Jace a little closer. Oh, now he's got everything bunched up in front there. Chase Fleischer just going in at it now, gets them all to fall, leaves his in front. Chase White looking to just go through and clean up. Oh, but he leaves it hanging, and that's going to do for game one. We're moving on to game two. Winner take all. Jace Fleischer, Chase White, tier one singles. There is the backspin. There is the knuckles, and we are good to go. Let's see if we can refresh our scoreboard here. And get this one underway. Uh-oh, looks like we make and this happens. This has happened to me before here in game two. For whatever reason, we lost the score. We're trying to get it back for you here. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, looks like it is not getting up for whatever reason. That's all right. I will keep you informed on what is going on and what the score is as we keep working on this ACL website trying to get the scoreboard. There it is. We got it. All right. Chase Fleischer, Chase White up 2-0. Now again, let's see if we have a change in strategy here from Chase. We talked earlier about player has that game in hand. Sometimes they might attack the first game a little differently than they do when they get into the second one. And so we'll see if Chase can stay hot here and take down the championship, or if Chase is going to be able to finish out here in game 2. Said that. Yeah. In my life, if it wasn't for audio issues, I would have no issues at all. All right, sorry. We have. I'm gonna turn my mic up just a little bit because we just had April come over from the scorers table and tell me something that I've heard before, but not a lot. Apparently, somebody had texted her and said they're trying to watch, but the sound is really low. They're having a hard time hearing. And based on my interactions with you guys in the chat so far today, it doesn't sound like anybody else is having that sort of issue. But this is the second time I've heard this in a week. Last week at the Big Freeze, everybody that was watching, no major issues, but I had one person that texted me a couple of times and saying that all the audio is just super low. He couldn't hear it. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But if you guys are here, we get the audio figured out earlier. We got the video figured out for now. You guys let me know if you're hearing me good out there. Because again, as Chase White goes up 8-0 here in the second game, we want to make sure we bring you the best quality product that we can. Being an amateur, we don't always have the best top of the line equipment out there, but we try to bring you the best with what we have. Always trying to address issues on the move as we go. So thank you for reaching out and letting us know as we move forward here in game 2. An opportunity here for Chase Fleischer to get right back in this game. Ooh, but then he misses that one off to the right. Does Chase go up after this? Nope, he's just going to go in and try to knock it in, and that's all he needed to do as we get out of that one with a wash. Chuck says audio is cutting out a little bit now, man. We're just having it's one or the other, right? What do you want? Do you want clean audio or do you want video? Get both. And a lot of it is this building that we're in has for some reason obviously built well before Wi-Fi was a thing. So we're struggling a bit there, but we're gonna try to keep adjusting it as we go here as we get deeper into this game. Oh, good bag from Chase to get around. Chase Fleischer's back sitting in front there. Oh, and then Chase is going to throw that one off the back. And now 13-0 Chase White up over Chase Fleischer. Make sure you guys stick around because after Rounders, where am I at right now? After the finals here, we're going to shut down the stream. We're going to start it up again and bring you doubles action here in a little bit. So please stick around. We are going to do our best to bring you as much live cornhole as we can all day long. Good bag there from Chase White. Does bunch up in front, though. Doesn't get his to fall. How does Jace attack this? Does he try to get around? Yes, he does. But he doesn't, and Chase's bags moved, but they didn't fall. So right, though, first points of the game there for Jace Fleischer, and he needed those. Oh, but then he misses his first bag here left. And now two left for Jace Fleischer. Tries to get a piece of it there, not quite enough. Chase is going to make sure he can't get it. As he tries to roll over and around it, he does. Now can Chase clean up here for 4? Yes, he can. It's going to put him up 17. Now just 4 points away from taking down the Tier 1 championship is Chase White. After losing game 1, now up big here in game 2. Great collect there from Jace Fleischer to stay alive in this round. Chase in with a 12. Jace follows him. Chase leaving that one low and right. Easy enough for Jace to get around. And that blocker going to make Jace work for it if he wants it. Tries to go up and over too far. Now sitting on the back of the board. Not happy with himself. Throws his bag down, turns around in disgust with himself. After he misses that one. Almost misses another one. That one does fall there, though. All right, 10-10 that round. Chris, I don't blame you. If he pulls this out for you after that early prediction from you, he should be in your top 10 favorites. Great bag to clean out there from Jace Fleischer. Chase White looking to get a piece of this one, move it closer to the hole. I don't think he can get it in one bag, and now he's definitely not going to be able to get that one. Too far out left. I'm sorry, right. That one in for a 10. Jace Fleischer in for a 12. Going to pick up 2 more. It's not out of the realm of possibility to see a Jace Fleischer run here and get back into this game. He's made these big comebacks before. We've seen it. Does he have it in him today to come back down 17-2 to win Tier 1? Chase White's not going to make it easy for him with shots like that. Beautiful roll bag up over the block. Another nice roll sitting on top this time. See what Jace is thinking. He's going to step out. Is he cutting around this? He's going to roll over. He's going to roll over. Ooh, doesn't get it up and all the way over. Chase with the roll sits on top again. Moves. Both of those bags are just ready to fall. Jace got to be careful. He wants to go down and take a look at this. He knows he's got to be careful here. With Chase sitting on 17 and both of his bags down in front. If he lays up, Chase can hit the airmail drag for the game. If he tries to go in and knock Chase's bags in, if he tries to push his through, there's a lot of things that could go wrong here if he's not careful. Oh, and that could do it there. See what Chase White does here with his last bag, sitting 5 on 5. Chase with one bag left. Oh, but he goes off, and somehow Jace Fleischer gets out of that round with a wash. Oh, that one off the back for Jace Fleischer. As Chase White just clogs everything up in front there. Hard push and one. Borisov and one there from Jace Fleischer, although his bag doesn't go in, but it does help to knock one of Chase's bags off the bat. Chase still going to pick up two that round, put him on 19. What a bag there from Jace Fleischer to stay in this game. Oh, but then he pushes that one left and four bags in here for Chase White, and that is going to do it. He's going to take down the Tier 1 championship. Jace going up after that bag. There is a piece of it hanging. He knows he needs it. You get it closer with this one. Well, it moved. I don't know if it got any closer. Gotta have it. Gotta be. Not gonna do it. Chase White taking down Tier 1 Singles here at the Motor City Cornhole ACL Regional. That is going to do it. And Chris from Kansas with the early call that we were going to see a Fleischer White final and then a Chase White victory. He made the call early on in the broadcast, and he was absolutely correct. And for that, we're going to be sending him out some Whataburger swag all the way out to Kansas there. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are going to have doubles coming up here in just a little bit. Stick and stay. We're going to close this stream down, start a new one up. As soon as we have that ready to go, we will be back live with doubles. So please stay with us. We will see you shortly.